Would you stop being such a people pleaser?
Makes you happy.
Stop it! Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, well. Let the fake friendliness continue.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Number 10 as it's match number 9 in fact, but it's game it's match number 7, but it's game number 10 in the Diego Martin Sporting Complex, where we have the Northzone T20 Festival. The 2 teams playing today is the Northside Future Stars, and they're up against Pool 9. I'm going paired together with Mr. Daryl Williams. Good afternoon, Daryl.
Good afternoon, Gordon, and thanks for this lovely invitation to be part and parcel of the Northzone T20 tournament. We have an intriguing contest on our hands today. Gordon is going to run through the teams, starting with the Northside Future Stars.
Well, the Northside Future Stars, they lost their opening game. Some interesting ticks that we are seeing. But we'll go with what is on the paper and not what we've seen on the field thus far. We've seen Claude Devine, he's sporting number 3 jersey. Daryl Dennison, number 7. Raymond Diaz, number 23. Akil Guevara, impressive with the ball. He'll be sporting number 21. Kendall Guerra, he's the captain, the man of the moment. He'll be sporting number 37. Terrence Hines, yes, we've seen the name, not seen the player just yet. He'll be wearing the number 64 if he appears. Junior James, 33. Terrence James, 56. Andre Medina, yes, another one of the guest players who will be strengthening the team from the last day. Darius Padilla, number 69, and his relative, Terrence Padilla, number 30. So Daryl is going to give us the Pool 9 team.
So this is the Pool 9 team as follows, basing from the San Juan area. We start with Harry Baldew, number 65, Amir Datu, number 15, Nicholas Elliott, number 18, Antonio Tobo Gonzalez takes the field for the first time for this outfit, sporting 55, Imran Khan, number 10, Shaki, Luke Latif, number 14, Rishi Mana, number 56, the captain, Riaz Daba Mohammed, number 21, Juan Carlos Narain, number 4, Rajesh Ramkisoon, number 6, Sean Sakan, number 99, and Vernie Ramkisoon is the 12th man. That's how this team is going to line up for today's fixture.
Well, a very interesting fixture here, a crucial one for the North Side Superstars, formerly called the North Coast team. They lost their opening game against Santa Cruz, and they'll be looking to bounce back. This evening, they're up against a Pool 9 team that got over the line in their first game. Their tails will be up, and they'll definitely be looking to continue where they left off. Daryl, this Northzone T20 Festival, a very interesting competition. I think it's one of the only zones that have a zonal T20 festival.
That is one thing for certain that I've definitely made mention to. It's a pity that the other zones in teams of South, Central, even Tobago, did not implement something that it has a lovely IPL feel to it, giving some of the younger players to rub shoulders with the more established and well-recognized players in the game. But it's all augurs well for a lovely venue here, nestled in the northwest of Trinidad and Tobago, the Diego Martin facility.
He has appeared.
He has appeared. The prodigal son has returned. Mr. Terrence Hines will take up the attack for the Northside Future Stars. We are in for a very intriguing game, as Gordon mentioned. We are your hosts for today. We start with my name is Daryl Williams alongside Gordon Peer. We'll take you through.
Yeah, just about the first 5 overs, as we see, it's not Terrence Hines going to open. It's the captain, Kendall Guerra, but we didn't see him in the pre-match
warm-ups.
Yeah, warm-ups. So he's probably already warm. As, of course, this tournament brought to you in part by the NLCB and the National Flour Mills and the Prime Minister's Sports and Cultural Fund. So, to the songs of Let's Get Ready to Rumble, Kendall Guerra trots in. In fact, he just runs in just to warm up. The opening batters for the North Pole team, the number 18, Nicholas Elliott, as well as the number 52, Wendell Samuel.
Wendell Samuel coming off a very well-played 50 in the last game. This young Elliott seems a lot like a bright future in his hands, but he's yet to shine his budding light. As we see Kendall Guerra, the Coast Guard man's up left and over. He will start with a wide here by a signal by umpire Narain.
Yes, the standing umpires on the field is umpire Avinash Narain together with Judy Damani Joseph. We have umpire of our own in the commentary booth, and you'll hear him after just about 5 overs. The experienced Sean Wilson, he's here with us, joining the commentary team as we beefed up the commentary team, applying some more experience and expert advice.
Guerra again is a foolish delivery, driven nicely. It's well stopped by Andre Medina, commonly known as Fluff in the cricketing fraternity. Some very weird names then, Gordon.
No, well, he's a kind of chubby guy, you know. He's muscled, but he's chubby at the same time. The defense force man as well. Yeah. He's come in as one of the guest players. So North Coast, they played the first game without the guest players. Okay. They've brought them in today.
Guerra again, this one is a shortish delivery. Elliott unable to get on top of that one, and there's no run. But I see this team deems a lot of servicemen. Mr. Guerra himself is a serviceman, as long as Medina, as well as Dave Samud, who comes from the central area. He's played a lot of cricket for Central Sports and Invaders. So I hope all augurs well. There's a nice mixture coming all the way from the North Coast, accustomed to Richards, Baker and Shark. Let's see what they can deliver today. Yeah,
definitely. The North Coast team, you know, they've changed the name. So it's not no longer North Coast, but it's Northside Future Stars. That's some of the rebranding that they're doing as they're trying to build the community. This summer, we don't have summer in Trinidad, so the Java, you do like August vacation, as Gera comes in. Just left alone outside the house. Yeah, this Java holidays, what you're going to get is that the Ministry of Sport, they're having sport in rural communities, you know, where they're going to the far communities, the Miaros, the Blanchishes, and getting the youngsters involved. You know, I was talking to Colin Samuel, the footballer. You know, I'm more footballer than a cricketer, and he said he had to challenge himself. We'll continue after this delivery.
Gera again. This one is a swinging delivery. Elliott playing all wrong that one and unable to make any contact. Half-hearted appeal goes up there by Gera and his teammates. But that's a very good point you made there, Gordon, as you were continuing. I feel those in command and those on authority can go and spot some unseen talents. You know, we always go back to the likes of Keyshawn Walcott stemming all the way from Toku. He has done so much for Trinidad and Tobago. I think that those with the eye for talent can definitely spot the next budding talent.
Yeah. Gera comes in. Trying to pull it again. So he's bowling a nice hard length. Of course, he's a tall man, so he gets the ball to rise off a good length. Elliott playing off the back foot. He's trying to pull about 2 deliveries. Finally, he gets off the mark, but he's not gotten hold of it. The score goes up to 2. The pool 9 team, they've been asked the bat. The 2, as Gera will look to close off this over here with a good delivery. So back to the point of the going out into those rural communities, you know, there's so much of talent there. And as I said, Colin Samuel, he said he really had a difficulty in making the national team because he had to wake up 5 o'clock to reach, not wake up, he had to leave home 5 o'clock to be able to reach the national stadium to train. So he was already tired when the boys from around.
By the time he gets there. So you see Wendell Samuel, who coming off that 50 as mentioned before, coming in to face his first delivery. Wendell Stumpy Samuel is probably highly favored and recognized in the wind ball fraternity and circuit. Packs a punch, a no-nonsense type of guy. So he's going to see ball, hit ball here from ball 1, that's for certain. See if Gera can keep him quiet a bit. Gera again. This one is tucked away nicely behind square. Go through for a single and ends a relatively quiet over. Score moves up to 3 without loss. All line having first strike.
Yeah, very good over there by Kendall Gera, the captain. 1 wide and 2 singles. You'll take that any day of the week, twice on a Monday, and today is Monday. So a good start by them. And it's Medina who's going to be bowling from the southern end, the Diego Martin main road end. So they're going to mix it, pace and spin.
I mean, as you see, the T20 game has definitely developed so much over the years that we see spin starting has become a norm in modern day cricket, and I guess batters now definitely have to adapt. As we see the brilliant sunshine in the background, just peeking over the northern range. Yes. How has been the crowd here so far, Gordon?
Well, it has varied. They've gotten a lot of competition from the rain. Even though the games have played, no game have been lost in totality. That's why we've lost some overs, but not a total game. Every game, and I'm sure the umpire, Sean Wilson, will allude to that sometimes the umpires just was a bit lenient in terms of allowing the play with the outfield because it was wet. It had a lot of rain fell, but I think the last 2 days we've gotten firm ground. And I think you'll see a uplift in the standard of the fielding. You know, we've seen the fielders just slipping and sliding a bit, but within the last couple of days, and of course, when the North Coast, when they normally travel with a crowd. It's a weekday. If it was a weekend, it would have been the sitting part. At least the sitting part.
But with that being said, Gordon, I think the closest thing to a home team will definitely be the Paragon outfit, right?
Yeah, the Paragon outfit will be based in Diego Martin. As of now, originally from that cookery stretch there, we'll continue after this delivery. Outside the off stump. Good delivery to start there by Medina.
Medina with a flattish delivery to start. You know, most spinners don't really get much with the new ball. They rely on a lot of drift. Swing through the air, as we see the likes of Ravi Chandran Ashwin and those guys that have synonymously open the bowling. Here's Medina again to Samuel. This one's a shortish delivery punch behind backward point and is going to run into the boundary for the first boundary.
Yeah. It was a short ball. He went for the shot. I don't think it went where he intended it to go.
He's going to take that any day of the week.
Yes, definitely. Look at it again.
Shortish delivery and flashing hard. As the saying goes, you go hell for leather outside the line of the off stump, and resulting in a fortuitous boundary is Samuel. He's gonna continue where he left off from the last day.
Yeah. He had a good innings the last time out. Very well-constructed innings. Medina, though, he'll be looking to really use the angle. He's coming around the wicket to Samuel. He's going to try to angle it in and then try to get some purchase off the wicket. Short again. Beats him outside the off stump.
It's a good take by the wicketkeeper there, indeed. I mean, it's very hard standing up to the new ball. See, he's well orchestrated, matching in his glove and his pads. Here's Medina again. But he's bowled him. That one with a bit of drift coming back into the left-hander, and Medina goes celebrating. That was a good delivery there, but it's a bit short, doing a bit purchase off the wicket there, Gordon.
Yeah, he's definitely used the wicket. He's bowling a bit of a hard length. And there we saw Samuel. He goes bowl. Medina celebrates. The boys from the north side, they have gotten an early wicket. Look at it again. It was a bit short. I think it rushed him a bit there. The bat was now coming down, and he's bowled him middle. Samuels, he's not happy. He would have been looking to carry on from where he left off the last time. That's Wendell Samuels. But he goes early this time. Yeah, Tobo, of course, would have played the majority of his cricket with Police in the North Zone. This season, they'll not be in the North Zone as they've been promoted. Of course, they are the defending champions. Well, the standing champions, because they're not going to defend. As we see the beautiful picture here, the sunset here on the northwestern side of Trinidad and Tobago. It's been a beautiful day here, and I think today, starting the second week of competition in the Northzone T Festival. And what a festival it has been. It has given us excitement every given night. Sometimes it's been the batters who put on a display, but sometimes we've gotten heroes with the ball. So Medina, he's going to try to be a hero with the ball here, as he's going to be bowling to Gonzalez, Antonio Tobo Gonzalez. So it's the fluff versus the Tobo.
Come on. Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, beautiful over there to start off by Medina. Of course, the first ball, he went for 4 runs. It was off the edge, and I think that encouraged him to continue bowling his tactic, which is being bowling just short of a good length and really pushing it through, and not looking for much flight or turn, more drift and changes of pace that he's used. And he's gotten his team off to a great start. The last time the north side of Future Stars played, they won the toss, but they decided to they decided to bat first, sorry. And it was a reduced game, 12 overs. They got to 70, and the Santa Cruz team, their neighbors, they just knocked off that innings pretty quickly. But Guerra looking to continue. Well, I think two teams have really stood out for me. The Paragon team, they're a young team, but they've mixed experience with youth, and they're showing that they're going to be one to continue after this ball. So again, Guerra, he has Elliott in school. Or is it, have he locked him up? Yeah. So good pressure being applied. Yeah, so you was talking about my favorites, and I think the Savannah Boys team as well. They have definitely put up their hands, and they are saying that they're the two to beat. But you know, it's early days yet. Still, each team has to play two more round games, and then, of course, you get the top two to move on. So a lot of cricket still left to be played. Again, hats off to the Northzone Cricket Council for bringing this Northzone T20 festival. The Diego Martin Sporting Complex, it paints a picture, if I might say so myself. Very good over thus far. Yes, two more deliveries. I think something's going to give, because the pole 9 team, they're only 8 runs, from 2.4 overs. The current run rate, 3. The projected score, 60. You'll expect them to get a whole lot more than this. But, of course, the power play, the period where there's only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Definitely, it's good bowling thus far as Guerra comes in. Gonzalez cuts it away, but straight to the fielder. And that finishes an impressive over there. Just one from it, from Guerra. So after over number 3, it's 8 for the loss of 1. Darrell, you've played cricket. What do you think pole 9 need to do to get a move on here? The Paragon team that I was talking about has done pretty well. They were able to rotate the strike. Of course, rotation of strike caused the bowler to have to readjust his tactic to the 2 different types of players. At present, Elliott has faced all his deliveries from the northern end. He's faced the faster bowler. I think it's the first time that he's going to be facing the spin bowler. So that's what, when you don't rotate the strike, it causes the... Again, a good line, a good length, straight back to the bowler. And again, we're having a bit of difficulties with the screen. As Medina continues. Big offer again by Elliott. Is he batting with a donut or probably a door? Yeah, just one scoring shot at the 4 off of his bowling thus far. He's bowled 8 deliveries. So he's finally been able to rotate the strike. And what it does, though, it brings Turbo into bat. And I don't think we should be calling him Turbo. The fans may not know who we're talking about. Antonio Gonzalez. Turbo, of course, his community name when he's playing community cricket. He's bowling here. He's going to face Medina for the first time. And he loves to go after the spin bowlers. So it's going to be interesting. You see the change in the field. The long off coming across now to long on. So there's a man at long on and a man also out at straightish mid-wicket. And struck in front, loud appeal. Not out, not interested. Drifted back. So the guy just went out. So another dot delivery. So I think they've just lost the strip. Being unable to score quickly as we go to the break. When we come back, we have more action here from the Diego Martin Sporting Complex.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
It's going to be Claude Devines who's going to be coming in from the northern end. But in recent times, he's been more famous for whining at his Uncle Sam, Bacon Shark. He put on a bit of a display that was talked about for weeks on social media. But he's a pretty decent medium fast bowler, seamer bowler, as I like to call them. You know, when you used to bowl a little bit fast, and you see these guys, you don't want to call them fast bowlers, but he normally bowls a good hard length. Unless it's down the track though. Oh, he drives it straight back past the bowler. A good save there by James. Well, he's showing what he thinks about the pace of Devines, because it's the first time you see him down the track. He hasn't even come down the track to Medina, who's bowling spin. Yes, Terrence Hines, he's in it. Of course, the Red Force man. After the first day loss, they strengthened up. Of course, he would have been on the team sheet declared to play, but they would have thought that they probably had enough firepower. But this Northzone T20 festival is no joke. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet power play by any standards. Remember, you want to make the most of it, make hay while the sun shines, as the saying goes. But you're seeing in this over, though, a change of intent. I don't know if it's because of the difference in bowling level, but definitely the two batters are showing that they want to score and score quickly. So Claude Noel coming into bowl. And it's an edge. The bat is up in the air. The ball is up in the air. It's running on to the third man region. And they run back for 2. Gonzalez able to get there. As the umpire just signaling that there will be 2 more deliveries left. And while the umpire signals, though, it would have been interested had the ball hit the wicket without his bat, the ball going one way, the bat going the other. And if you're interested in finding out exactly what would be the official call, had the ball hit the stumps with him running without the bat, you can find out in the free level 1 umpiring course. If you're interested, contact these numbers, 464-8805. It's a beautiful shot, like a rocket. What a shot by Gonzalez. It turboed along on the ground and into the boundary for 4.
So we see Gonzalez getting into the thick of things here immediately, playing one way, as he knows for sure that one is crunched past the bowler, almost injuring the umpire on his way to the boundary. Terrence Hines unable to get around there to cover that one. Devines definitely needs to pull back his line here and finish well. The score moves up to 18-1. Devines again into Gonzalez. This one is Weaverly line down the leg side, but fortuitously hitting the batsman on his way through, and will close off the over. It's the first one, so that's the end of 5. So it's 18-1.
So at the end of 5 overs, with the umpiring, the free level 1 umpiring course up for grabs, I'm going to make way as we're going to introduce to you the man of the moment, umpire Sean Wilson.
Hi, good evening, and thank you. So honored to be here. Garvin? Darrell. Well, as we said, the umpires are having a free level 1 umpiring course. You can contact 646480005. That's Mr. Rupia, who's 752-3572 for more information.
So as we see Andre Medina to continue from the southern end to bowl to Elliott. He's in a marathon spell here. He's trying to finish up.
Well, they have kept things quite tight in the first 5 overs of the power play, where you only allowed 2 fielders outside that 30-yard circle. So they were looking to get a move on, I believe, pole 9.
So the 2 outside of the circle for Medina is a mid-wicket, and along off this one is a stifle appeal. Ball rushing down the leg side. So as I can commonly refer to you as my co-commentators umps.
Yes. Once you don't call me collect, that would be very expensive.
That is indeed. But that is indeed.
As you go along, once you're officiating in any sport, that's how most of the players would know you. I have been all over. People say, "Umps, how are you going?" Many of them would not know your name.
By Medina.
These guys have been playing a lot of cricket this year. They have been playing cricket all over T10, T20. They have been in beach T20 competition.
Yeah, tick.
So this one is rocked on the pad again. Elliott definitely needs to get a move on. He's looking out of sorts to be opening the batting for the pole 9 outfit.
Well, it seems today they're off to a very slow start. They're trying to make up, but the main thing, he's still there. So once he's there, you have a chance.
Oh, yeah!
It's Gordon playing all over this one, having a heave, and he's bowled by Medina. Medina celebrates again. It's in the middle of a very good spell here. Is Medina into his 3rd? Now figures 2 for 5. Mr. Wilson?
Yes, and pole 9 seems to be, not seems to be the eye in a spot of butter, but at 18 for 2 in over number 6, 5.4 overs, after being asked to take first strike here by the North Future Stars.
So the new batsman is the captain of the pole 9 outfit, Mr. Riaz Daba Mohammed. He's going to have to play a captain's innings here to see his team through to a formidable and competitive total. Have you done any games with him, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, I played a lot of wind ball cricket with him. We used to play for Savannah Youths. So he's a lot of batsmen have come from the wind ball cricket and branched over to the hard ball. Have been very successful. Terrence Hines is one who came, Sunil Ryan. They all came from wind ball cricket and have done very well for themselves.
So as we see the North Side Future Stars supporters in the stands here. So if you're in the area, make sure to come on down to the Digger Martin Sporting Facility to have some cricket, lovely cricket here on this Monday night. As Medina again, it's a quick delivery and he's out. He's gone. Plumb in front, straight up. Medina strikes again.
This one just slid on there, beating Mohammed for pace. And he goes, he doesn't really trouble the score, so it's 18 for 3. So the North Side Future Stars looking to make a comeback after losing their first game, looking to put themselves in position to win this one, to get on the board.
And we see there plumb in front. That's an easy decision there for the umpire. As you see the pole 9 outfit sink further. Do you think there's no easy decision, Mr. Wilson?
It's really not no easy decision, you know. You have trained, you have gone through the laws, everything. One of the hardest decisions, as many umpires will tell you, is the LBW. It's very touchy, but
let's see if a little bit of seniority will definitely change the mantle here. We see former Trinidad and Tobago Red Force captain, Mr. Imran Shaki Khan, coming to the crease. He's definitely gonna.
I heard Gordon was telling you earlier on, but you have to remember once players get a sobriquet, it goes to them. People more know you by your sobriquet than by your real name. You know?
That is for certain.
When you go and ask for somebody and you call their correct name, you want to know who is that. As I said, the sobriquet, it clicks.
Unable to be mentioned is your government name. Nobody knows your government name no more. And I guess it's definitely our Trinidad culture that gives us that nickname, as we say.
So we are still in over number 6. Pole 9, 18 for the loss of 3 wickets. Medina is on a hat trick. Could we get the first hat trick for the season here?
Boy, oh boy, there will be some tail here for Andrew Medina. This one is a waywardly line delivery down the leg side. He will still be on the hat trick if this is signal a wide.
So it is wide. The score goes on by 1 to 20, by 2 because they ran a single. So it's 20 for 3. We're in over number 6. Coming out to the last delivery of the power play.
Played defensively back to Medina, and that's the end of his third over. Figures 3 overs, 3 wickets for 7 runs, all bowled inside the power play. That's an excellent start to his spell there, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, it is. When you have, you only have 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
So as we are back here, we must say thanks to our sponsors. Prime Minister Sports and Cultural Fund. So, about to start over number 7. We see a change in bowling. Terrence Hines is about to be introduced. Where you are allowed 5 fielders outside that 30-yard circle now. So
this will be some matchup here. Teammate versus teammate. So Hines, right arm over to bowl to Khan. This one is bang on target, straight up, and it's punched defensively to the mid-on region. Picking up a comfortable single. What do you think will be the approach here now, Mr. Wilson?
Well, it seems like Khan is using all his experience outside here. He's looking to try to rebuild for about the next 4 overs, and then they could launch, I believe, in the last 10. Look to get a total, anyway, if they could get so close to 50 in the first 10, they have a foundation.
Oh, that's a shortish delivery, rushing Mr. Gonzalez there. Unable to play a shot as we see beads of perspiration coming down his forearm, but that ball just struck him. Terence Hine has definitely propelled his career from the wind ball circuit. As we see, the next batter up is Mr. Juan Carlos Narain, up to come in next.
Seems like that one before rushed. Turbo there.
So
And he's almost sure, man. Oh, the dreaded finger goes above umpire Avinash Narain. Turbo looks disappointed.
So Terence Hines showing his seniority here, immediately getting a wicket. Antonio Gonzalez is not pleased at all, but as we may see the replay, I don't think he has a cause for concern at all.
No, it seems like the ball before, which hit him, had him a little uncomfortable.
Ruffle a few
This one
feathers.
was pitched up. Oh,
That's
yeah.
plumbing front. It's dead as a doorknob, as they say. As we see Terence Hines with his formidable celebration, acknowledging his mom who passed away. Ever thankful for everything that has created. As we were speaking, Mr. Wilson, you have probably had interactions with Terence Hines. You made mention to him on the wind ball circuit and making the transgression to hardball cricket. A formidable person in the wind ball circuit has done a lot with Sunil Narain as well. What's your experience on Mr. Hines?
Yes, well, these guys from the switch from wind ball cricket to hardball looked like it was a smooth transition to them, because when I saw Sunil Narain on the wind ball scene, Sunil Narain was an opener. He didn't used to play down anything. I don't know if the coach was telling him first ball, whoop, second ball, whoop, football. He was a no-nonsense kind of guy. Same thing with Hines. They were, as this, people used to say, wind ball specialists. But they have graduated across and carried across their talent and their ability, and they are doing quite well.
As the saying goes, class is class and form is temporary.
Yes.
So Hines now to continue to Juan Carlos Narain. First up, let's see what he's doing. This one is a foolish delivery. Just getting on the outside edge of this delivery, and they go through for a comfortable single in the end. I think the rebuilding process needs to start here, but somebody needs to hold up the other end for Mr. Imran Khan. Let's see who's going to be that supporting aid.
Yes, as you were saying earlier on, the openers did get off to a good start, and the opening batsman, he wasn't looking for any singles. He soaked up a lot of dot balls, and in the end, when he lost his wicket, his side was in no better position.
So Khan continuing to just rotate the strike. He's comfortably getting another single as the score moves up to 23 for 4 inside the 7th over. One legal delivery left in the 7th over.
As we say, they would have to continue. Northside Future Stars, they'll have to continue bowling and feeling well to keep them down to a minimal total.
So that's another quick delivery there by Terence Hines. That one chin music, as they say in local parlance. Some quick deliveries there reminding me of the recently concluded test match where Chris Wood was bowling some very quick deliveries there, some 90 miles an hour. Do you think you have been able to face that?
No, at my age, I might have seen it. As I say, long time I used to go in the oval and you watch Michael Hoolan and then bowling. You used to just see them running up, and then you see the keeper just
collecting.
made a movement.
So there we see the scorecard, a sorry scorecard there for the pool 9 outfit. 23 for 4. Nicholas Elliott bowled Medina for 5. Wendell Samuel bowled Medina for 5. Antonio Gonzalez, LBW. Terence Hines for 7. Riaz Mohammed, LBW. Andre Medina, first ball.
Yes, but it seems like they have been pushing Rishi Mana further down the order. He came in early in the first game. The game they played Wednesday, I did that game. He came in early and he was stroking the ball quite well. And look like they have changed up their batting order somewhat.
So Medina to conclude his spell here, bowling to Imran Khan with a long off, a long on, and a mid-wicket on the boundary. See how he goes. This one is paddled nicely around the corner, down to the fine leg boundary. That is going to run into the fence. A bit of class there by Imran Khan. A much-needed boundary indeed.
Yes, it is, and not much-needed boundary for the pole line outfit. And you see, as you said, Imran Khan is showing all his experience, all his class. They just stepped inside and helped it along its way.
Some much-needed boundary there for sure. This will have a cause for concern in Mr. Guerra's thinking cap. Let's see how he wears. There's definitely going to be a couple of changes to the field now. They're going to imply that fine leg fielder now.
Yes, but as they say, you can't put a fielder in every position. You can't set a field for bad bowling. If the batsman plays a very good shot,
so this one
you
is,
just have to applaud him.
this one is pushed defensively to the cover region. There's no run. So the field change, the backward point comes out to go to fine leg. So there's 3 outside the circle in and long off, a long on, deep wicket. We see a point, a backward point, cover, and an extra cover. Has Medina again into bowl to can. This one is played gently past. They go through for a comfortable single in the end. Score moves up to 20.
Doing the right thing there. He got a boundary off the first delivery. He played down the next one, and this one he gets off a strike. Playing it down the ground for easy single, so keep the scoreboard ticking. 28 for the loss of 4. 27.
So Medina again to continue. This one is wide down the leg side. A fumble by the wicketkeeper. They go through for a single. So I think this has to be one of the most economic spells thus far, Mr. Wilson. What do you think?
Yes, it is. It is. As Gordon was saying earlier on, for the majority of the tournament over this week period, batters has been coming for a lot of praise because Dejon Charles scored 100 and I think Tony Ryan scored about 60 something the other night.
This one is a slight midfield at the backward point region. They go through for a single. We see some formidable faces in the crowd here. One in particular that I made mention to, a stalwart in the North Zone community, Mr. Paul Pablo Clark.
Yes, he has been around for a very long time.
And looking the same way, he's the Benjamin Button of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, he is, and the same still involved. You know, plenty people have walked away, but to have people who, their passion and their joy is to be involved in cricket, making sure that this
That is ever so true. And a lot of people are unaware of that. Mr. Paul Clark has played a formidable part in some very big cricketers' career, the likes of Akil Hussain, Kyron Pollard, just to name a few. As Medina again, this one is a shorter, flatter delivery, just tucked off the hips by Juan Carlos.
And as you think, sometimes if you interview them, you don't get it just due that the people who have made an impact in the lives of some of these players have them where they are today.
So that's the end of the 8th over. The score is now 32 for 4, pole 9 having first strike. So that's the end of a very good spell there by Mr. Andre Medina.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
So we're back here, about to start over number 9. So it's Hines about to start his second over there.
This one is a well-pitched up delivery. Narayan unable to make any contact, and it's another dot delivery. I think they will do well to get in excess of 100 at this point in time. Will definitely take some lower order impetus to get them.
I might just take these two to settle in for about 2 or 3 more overs before they look to start a launch.
This one is well pitched up, driven nicely to the cover region. They go through for a quick single. Slight misfield again, as you see the field probably having a little bit of dew. Unable to see any rags coming out thus far. As we see the field changes, Mr. Guerra is marshalling his troops very nicely here.
Yes, it seems like, you know, when you're not under any kind of pressure, the game becomes a little easier when batsmen are not playing shots whatsoever. So you see, you can't just chopping that one down in front of him and calling Juan Carlos Ryan through for an easy single. Keeping the scoreboard ticking by 1. It's 34 for the loss of 4. We're in over number 9 here.
See Mr. Trevor Padilla. We're wearing the number 30 for the North Side Future Stars. Terrence Hines just making some minor adjustments to the field. As we see, it's a very intriguing field here. It's a short, fine leg, backward square. And he's bowled him.
And one Carlos Ryan has run past that one. Look like that's some extra pace there. And Ryan didn't know that what happened.
A comedy of errors there. I think he was trying to run after being bowled. That's the first time I've seen this. And as I was mentioning, there was a very intriguing feel. I think the first time in your career you probably have seen something that there was a third man, regular third man, a regular fine leg, a backward square, and a deep point all behind the wicketkeeper. Have you seen that before?
No, well, it seems like, remember, these guys played a lot of wind ball cricket against one another.
Indeed.
So the shots are still in the game. So once
But
you know the
that's
players...
a case. That's a very good case and point you made. But here's what I think that's what we call a double bluff. Because he was thinking that it was going to come short and it was full and fast, directed at the stumps.
Yes.
And disturbed the furniture, as we see that one again. Disturbed the furniture, and he took off in a flash looking for a run. That was a comedy of errors. I'm uncertain of what Mr. Narayan was thinking at that point in time. A lot's left to be desired there.
Well, it seemed, I don't know if something is wrong with Rishimana. I think that looked like Latif coming there to the wicket.
I know tell him. You're in the middle right now, yeah? I know tell him, sir. That's two, yeah? I know I had a discussion with Terry Sharky.
So it looked like Luke is about to take strike. Yeah, 35 for 5 in over number 9.
Full delivery, bang on target, right up in the block hole, as you see. I guess they just need to get Imran Khan on strike, not soak up much deliveries. It's a sorry scorecard thus far. Imran Khan propping aimlessly on his bat on the non-striker. He's just looking for some support.
Yes, and you would need some support if that to get any kind of total on the board. It seemed like Northside Future Stars has really come out this evening, come to the party.
So that's the end of the 9th over. The score is 34 for 5.
Terrence Hines spelled so far 2 overs, 5 runs, 2 wickets.
Good performances here by their guest players, definitely taking up the mantle here for the North Side Future Stars. We see the sorry scorecard here. There is some batting still to come in the likes of Rishimana and Amir Datu. His dad was a very formidable wind ball player, Mr. Anil Datu.
Yes, yes.
So we see Guerra has 2, Hines has 2. Let's see how the Northside Future Stars are going to conclude their bowling innings. As we see a bowling change from the southern end.
Right. This one.
So it's Trevor Padilla who is going to come in there to take up the bowling attack for the Northside Future Stars. We are going to over number 10. After this over, I think we'll have the Blue Waters water break, so that pole 9 might be able to take stock. We calculate, check what they will be looking at to try to put a score to put on the board.
Space guy.
So the field is a backward square, a mid-wicket, a long off, a long on. There's a short third man, a backward point, a point, and a cover. Padilla, right arm over. So this one is finding the edge.
All right.
Down to the third man region, and they go through for a single. It's a bit slow. It's a different trajectory from Andre Medina, for sure.
Yes, it is. You know, it's a little taller than him. So he will be coming from a higher trajectory. What he's bowling here now is good thing to see the mixture of youth and experience. Some of these teams bringing the youngsters through that they get a feel of playing or rubbing shoulders with some of the more known faces in cricket.
So it's a well-flighted delivery. Putting the left foot forward and defensively playing. I hope all augurs well, seeing that the Northzone T20 tournament should set the bar for the other zones that are involved in the TTCB cricket. This one is punched to the cover point region for a single.
Yes, I believe it has set the bar for the well, this is the third year. The standard have been keep lifting every year. Every year it gets a higher standard. The invitation of guest players, I believe, is a very good initiative to expand the horizons of making the youngsters work with, see how the professionals or semi-professionals in the game, their work ethic and how they come to do their job.
So Padilla again to continue.
Catch him!
Is that a catch? Is that a catch? By the looks of it, Padilla thinks that he has dropped the World Cup.
That looked like a dolly. That was too simple. It looked like he was shocked when it came back to him.
At a snail pace indeed. Definitely have the replay to see that one shortly. That's Padilla again.
Oh, Jesus!
This one's a bit slow through the air again. Imran Khan gets another single as the score slowly progresses to 37-5. You know, commenting on what you said earlier, it all augurs well, but I would like to see a few more adjustments placed in it. Let's see how it would be for those players or the guest players that actually live in said communities as well. It gives a little more feel, a home feel, because a lot of these teams are community-based teams. As you see, another single there down to the backward square region.
So they believe that's over number 10, 38 for 5, and that, I think we'll have the Blue Waters drinks break. Yes.
Blue Waters posse identified! Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When we pass one out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water, working posse water, school children they water. Blue water spray, fitness posse water, the office posse water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
You respect my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
Yes, and welcome back to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. We are here. Game Pole 9 versus North Side Future Stars at the end of 10 overs. Pole 9 being asked to take first strike. They are 38 for the loss of 5. Half of their team is back in the hutch. It looks like Terrence Hines is going to continue bowling third over. And I have here with me Mr. Ian Wason, who is going to join me do some commentary. Good evening to you, Ian.
Yes, and good afternoon to you too. Good afternoon to all the listeners. And what a score, 38 for 5 after 10 overs.
Well, as Gordon was saying earlier on at the start of commentary, he said the batters in the earlier games had all the leeway. We have Dejon Charles scoring 100. We had this boy Ernie Ryan scoring 60-something.
Franklin Rouse, a couple good scores.
Samuel in the first game. So now it seems like the bowlers are coming into their own. And as I was telling Garvin, once you bring senior players who have played at the highest level, for the youngsters to rub shoulders with, it all goes well for cricket. So you can see the difference in their ability and their standard, how they care about themselves.
Yes, and of course with Terrence Hines, 2 overs, 2 for 5, it shows his quality. And this is where Queen's Park has fallen. Their star players, Jordan Warner and Eric Garcia, well, like Garcia didn't play in the second game. They haven't really come through yet. Warner just made 13 and 1. And they didn't really come through for their young players. So that's why they are struggling at the moment.
Yes, and some people might say that too much cricket has been played, so the players are kind of worn out. But if that is your job, you have to do it here wrong. You must put yourself in place to keep yourself fit enough to finish the season high.
Yeah, definitely. As we see, second dot ball from Terrence Hines. He continues to bowl well. Of course, this is our first-class player.
Yes. And that is what we keep saying. The effort that is being placed out there. I'm not saying something with community team, but sometimes, in order with a community team, you can have the core from the community, but you must bring in players from outside to help lift the level and the standard of your cricket. The community players could carry you so far, but you need somebody else to come in and take you that next level.
Yes, and this is what I like about the Santa Cruz team too. Now we have Darren Bravo, who is not a guest player with that team. This one is flicked on the onside, and they will get not 1, not 2, not 3, but they will get 4 runs for Imran Khan, another senior player with regional experience.
Right, and I'm telling you, these guys are lifting the level of cricket and showing you that you do get away with bad balls. Once you bowl a bad delivery, it would be punished.
Khan flicked nicely. And I was saying about Darren Bravo, he's back with his team, his boyhood team, not as a guest player, but he played with them this season.
Yes, it came like Lendell Simmons. Before Lendell Simmons went to Central Sports, he was playing with this guy called Kane Farm.
Yes.
He played a year with Kane Farm.
Yeah.
He came back from Mumbai, fly back from the IPL, let it finish, come and play with Kane Farm. So these guys are going back to their roots or to their area to help develop the cricket.
Yeah.
Because there is where they came from.
That's where they came from. Yeah. This one is leaning into that one. They will get 1. Imran showing his experience there. And they benefit from the overthrow. So he will return for 2.
Yeah, so it all goes well. That these guys are giving back to the sport and assisting, helping build it. And
yeah. Pool 9 and Northside future stars. It's good that, as you mentioned, these players are coming to North Zone cricket and zonal cricket, because these zonal cricketers are not accustomed to facing high quality pace.
Yes. As keep saying that it's the different levels. So when you play zonal cricket, when you go up to the next level, and when you go up to the highest level of Prem 1 or Prem 2, a different thing, because zonal cricket starts at 12 or 1 o'clock. When you go up to Prem 2, it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. So an adjustment of 2 hours you have to make and just sit the bat all day.
Yeah.
The bat in the evening period.
Yeah. And then the bowlers will get accustomed to bowling longer spells. Spend more time in the field.
Yes, and I've been saying that is some of our biggest problem. Our highest level cricket in Trinidad and Tobago is 2 days, and our regional tournament is 4 days. So you have to bat 2 days twice to get in the mindset of batting for 4 days.
And another issue I have, and not only with this level, West Indies level, a training session might be about 3 hours. Now, if everybody has to bat, then you have to take off time for warm-up, stretching. So a batsman might just bat for about 20 minutes. He's practicing to bat for 20 minutes, but you want him to bat for 5 hours in a test match. I think the way players prepare themselves needs to be reevaluated. I've heard stories in the past, and we see some brilliant fielding here. I've heard stories in the past, don't know how true it is, didn't get to speak with them to confirm. But I understand that Brian Lara and Shivnarayan Chandapol on their own personal time will be batting whole day, have people bowling to them whole day, not just 20 minutes.
Yes, I could go back to you say Mohammed Ajazin from India. When they finished training, he used to stay back an extra hour doing fielding drills and whatever because these fellas wanted to maintain their standard and keep them at the highest level. So you can't want to come, some men can only bowl 4 overs. They can't go past a 4 over spell because they were training themselves to do.
Yeah,
after that you get something from them.
Exactly. See a ball going down the leg side. They come back for the second.
Yes, Imran can push and look there to come back for the second. Look like he's blowing like a choo-choo chain.
No, Luke has been around a long time.
I don't know because I know Jumbo passed away, so I don't know if Luke is selling nuts. You know them nuts can't really whistle. I see steam coming out of them when they're singing.
Yeah, I've known Luke. I've played with Luke actually when he was my captain at Glenora. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, it come like some of the youths. Some youth used to play Pagan. When I was here last year, one told me, he said, you know me, little baby, when I now started to play Pagan about 9 and 10 years, he tell me I had a stint with the under 19. So, you mean, boy, you're really getting old and shit. When people start to go back so far, I let you know that it was there when their career started and they still have that respect.
Yeah.
To know across the board that you see them blossom.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them we have plenty thing. All they need is guidance.
Yeah.
Somebody to guide them.
This one is given flight, but maybe a few years ago, Luke would have put that in his stance for 6, but he drags it down for 1, fielded there by Terrence Hines.
I don't know if Luke got any sponsor because that sponsor he would have given him that free. That's a freebie. That should have been somewhere landing close to us, somewhere up here. But it seems like as they go down in age, he's losing a little more power.
This time, Imran Khan would face the young Trevor Padilla. He's pulling that on the onside. He will get 1 if the fielder can get there, but he will go into the boundary for 4. He dissected the field with a protractor, and it went for 4 runs.
I don't know if Imran Khan is a doctor or he's a butcher because he cut the gap there between the 2 fielders quite nicely. Both of them thought they had a chance, but I must say that my good friend was somewhere on the boundary. I was calling him fetch it. The fielders thought they was going to get it, but fetch it. Just help them trade back to over the boundary for them. But they didn't have a chance there. The score moves on to 55 for the loss of 5. We went over number 12.
Oh, giving him too much width there. They will get 1 definitely. And they would not really go for the second. They thought about it for a while, but at the end of over number 12, 56 for 5. They're struggling to get the runs out, and the current run rate 4.64.
Yeah, so they'll have to do well to get to 3 figures from here to push on or to try to put up a score that they feel able to defend.
All right, so we'll just take a short break. We'll come back. We have more cricket.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installment?
Right time over the wicket to you. Boys, keep turning, boys, keep turning.
Dennison greeted with 4. Imran Khan not wasting time. He's decided that he will go. I remembered some years ago, Imran Khan struck 175, I think, in a local T20 game. So he can bat and he can.
Well, Imran Khan was an opener. You know, he started his career as an opener. So it make, when we watch these fellas going down the order, makes you feel that like if they can't bat or they lost some impetus. When, as I was telling Gavin earlier on, sooner and then when I saw them in ball cricket, they were openers. And the coach used to tell them first ball, whoop, second ball, whoop, whoop, all, because they didn't used to play down any at all.
Yeah.
And they have gone across and they went down the order. And I used to say, that one is a freebie. Will it go? Yes, it seems that it's gone.
All the way for 6. Imran Khan, one-handed. So he goes on to 35. Imran Khan already picking 10 runs off this over.
So it seems like the bowling chain hasn't really worked for the North Future Stars team. The bowler is not keeping up the standard from the first set of bowlers who had things quite tight.
Yeah, so I think that Kendall Guerra would do well to just come bring him back for at least 1 over.
Yes.
He would need to come back in.
I think the Veens only bowled 1 over also.
Yes, and so they have some overs up their sleeves.
Yes, because young Padilla is bowling quite nicely. He's keeping it tight, following in the footstep of Medina, who picked up 3 for 16 in his 4 overs.
Get down to the boundary for 1. They will come back for 2. It's a throw. It's a good throw. But the umpire says no. He got back in time. Luke Latif.
Latif looked like he got a little bit of something from Tobo there. He almost turned back the clock because Khan was forcing him to come back for 2.
Yes, he was well home. He was well home.
And you saw us telling Gordon about Avinash Narayan. Young, he started at 16 years. He's still there. He was in perfect position to make that call.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he has been around a while. He started young.
Yes, he's very young. At 16 years, he did his exams and things. And he's still here. One of the bright prospects. The next umpire, Miss Trudy Damini Joseph, when she did the exam, she was the first woman to top the exam in the Caribbean and Americas. Came at number 1.
And Luke drives that. Trudy covers, he will get 1. Oh, and they will think about the overthrow, but they decide against it. He sees some more of the spectators taking in the cricket.
You see the scores rushed up to 71 for 5 in over number 13. 15 runs came in that over there, so Imran Khan, no nonsense mood, looking to get a move on.
Yeah. Now, Terrence Hines has 3 overs. He just have 1 more over to go. I think he will just bowl out.
Guerra has 2.
Right, so look at the bowling figures. Guerra has 2 overs. Hines going to bowl his last over. Well, Medina bowled out 3 for 16. But I think he would be looking at Claude Veens, who only bowled 1 over.
Padilla, he has 2 overs to go. He bowled 2 for 14. Not bad. So I don't know if he has keep his confidence in the bowlers that just finished. Dennison there. Okay.
Well, he will save Terrence Hines for 1. He will save him for the death coming down to the ending. So Akil Guerra, who bowled superbly in the last game, he's coming in the attack rather belatedly.
Well, it seems like the same thing last night with Critchlow. Critchlow in the first game with Combined Stars, he bowled really well, and the skipper held him back quite late when it was almost to the point of no return.
Yeah, and myself and Gordon, we were wondering if we were going to see the Critchlow jig. Well, and we did get a chance to see it before the over.
Yes, and so it's different aspects coming into the game, different celebrations. It all goes well that to keep the spirit of the game alive and keep it. I see they have pushed down Rishimana. He came in early in the first game that they played.
Yeah.
And he looked like you had some form because he was playing quite nicely.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we haven't seen him as yet. Well, I think this is Datu first game. He did not play in the first game. So he's coming in for his first spell. But
yeah, and we see that Vernie Ramkesoon did well in the last game.
Yes.
See, he is as the 12th man tonight, so he's one that... So they made some changes in this lineup.
They made some changes all over in the batting order. But we'll have to see when they come out to bowl, because Man had a really good spell the last game there. And then we see Khan again, using all the experience, just getting inside and helping Sun's way for 4 more.
And just like that, Imran Khan moves on to the 40s. He's on 42.
Well, as when Gavin was here, he was saying that all Khan needed was somebody to hold an end with him. And he would use his experience and try to take the side on his back and carry them to a total which he feels that they may be able to defend.
And he himself, that's Imran Khan, the leg spinner, who can cause some problems with the ball.
Goes again. It seems like he like that. You know, sometimes they say when you have clothes, you have a favorite shirt or a favorite jersey. It seems like he liked that shot. That's one of his favorite shots. He's playing quite easily.
Very easily. Just paddle it.
Yes, he looks like Nicholas Sukdev Singh. Sukdev Singh when he's batting, when he's in European form.
That's the wife of Luke Latif on the left.
He just take it right off his middle stump. Right off with ease.
Very easily. I am not going to even try to do that because it would cannon into my pads or to the middle stump. So I'm not going to do that. I only sweep when it's down the leg side. If I know it's down the leg side, then I will sweep. Anything in front, I would come forward and play on the front foot.
And that's the aspect of the cricket. It seems like some of the players, they have the officials off because it looks like the officials that tell them to miss the ball and get ball or hit the ball in a fielder hand, and when they get catch out, they're watching the umpires. They're not blaming the coaches or themselves for playing a bad shot. You know, they want to blame the officials.
Yeah. And that's the end of 14 overs, 79 for 5. Suddenly, the scorecard looking a little better. The current run rate rose up thanks to Imran Khan, who's on 45. The current run rate now is up to 564. And it sends a projected score now to 113. Wasn't looking like that a couple overs ago.
Yes, no, well, at 10 overs, they want that. These last 4 overs has really produced some runs. It seems like Imran Khan has just stepped on this accelerator a little bit. I didn't feel he went to press the button for turbo yet, but he has just stepped on the accelerator, looking to push forward, and the last 5, we might really see the best of him.
Yeah.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95. Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes with...
And we are back here. The continuation of the pole 9 innings. 79 for the loss of 5 at the end of 14 overs.
So Akil Guerra. Hey, this is Devines. I'll give you a story about Devines. I want to see him take a wicket tonight. His celebrations are superb. This one is driving up. Actually, they will get one. Now, Devines, when I played against North Coast some years ago, Devines was the tormentor. He tormented us. He ran through our batting lineup, and he had a way he would mock you. You know, tell you, this is the shot you should have played and send it to the boundary, and that frustrated us. But I responded in kind. This one outside the off stump. I took 7 wickets in that innings, in that game, the first innings of that game. And I just waited to get him back. And I did the same thing to him. But he's a good friend of mine.
Yes, yes. Some players really have their passion and their celebrations. They want to, the bowling, the coaching, they're doing everything. They are total all-rounders.
This one going back past the bowler, they will get 1 as he comes off the boundary.
So we're into over number 15, 81 for the loss of 5.
The Veens have been around for a while as well. Played, traveled to different clubs, but he's back with his home team. This is going over to the mid-wicket boundary. They will get 1 fielded there by Terence Hines.
You see the difference in the commitment with the guest players. Or we came around here, somebody might have fumbled and give them an extra run.
Yes, and they, of course, they are showing their class. They are showing their experience. And this is a slower ball, but they just get 1. So Latifi moves on. The umpire signals. He doesn't signal anything, so it definitely came off the bat.
I think you'd have felt that he missed out, seeing as fine leg was up in the circle, and that one was badly lying down the leg side. Either side of that fielder, he would have gotten a boundary.
This one is in the air, but it's safe. It will bounce a couple times before it gets to Hines in the mid-wicket boundary. So that's the end of the 15th over. It's 84 for 5. So after some final comments from you, Gordon Pierre will be joining us back.
Well, I would like to say thank you for having me. I'll come back a little later on in the second innings, but the pleasure is nice. It's good to see cricket from this side of the fence. I'll be out there on Thursday, but once you guys invite me back, I'll be here willing already. Thank you very much.
Nicely, man. Nice having you. So, welcome back, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, Ian. We have it's good to have the experienced and knowledgeable figures of
and
the
of
umpires.
course, we had that conversation last night about the signaling. And when he comes back in the second innings, we'll ask him about that.
Yes, definitely.
We'll definitely ask him about that. Just for the viewers, for our reminders, we were having a discussion last evening. And I was saying that for the no ball or wide for height, the square leg umpire signals. And Gordon was saying the standing umpire, the non-strikers, should signal.
Yeah, he will take advice from the square leg umpire and signal.
If the strikers and umpire signals no ball, the umpire that's supposed to signal to the scores would be the bowlers and umpire. The umpire would carry the signal to the scores to let them know it's a no ball. The umpire and the bowlers will tell the batsman for height, warn the bowler, one for the over the waist.
Yeah, well, we got it cleared up, but it was a strong argument because we are both strong. As that brings up Imran Khan's 50, as we see them just cheering on the players here, the pool 9 team. So Imran Khan, he gets a 50, a well-played 50, Ian.
Yes, well played, and it's very important because he pushed up the run rate.
He flicks this one in the air. Young Padilla doesn't attempt to take the catch. Ian, if you were the bowler, would you be happy with that attempt
No,
there?
of course, you want to see effort. And Shaki, the man called Shaki, he moves on to 51. Luke Latif is a 9, and he's okay just playing the supporting role to Imran Khan, but he's 9 from 17. He would want to do better than that. He's not middling the ball, but of course the important thing, Imran Khan gets the strike once more.
Well, they just got about 4.5 overs to go. You're 88 for 5 with the innings from Imran Khan, though, have added some respectability to the score. But what do you think would be a good score from here on in for the Pool 9 team?
Well, the past score on this ground, based on this tournament, a good score is about between 160 and 180. But they started bad, and this one is over, and it will go to the boundary now for 4 runs. But it was a bit close, and it was a bit risky.
Well, it went through the hands of Diaz, really. I think it's an awful attempt by him. You don't want to criticize him, but he has not been up to par in the field thus far. Look at it here. It was short, it was wide. It asked to be hit, but he was there at point. The ball went through his arms. I think he got a bit of a touch to it. But when you got a batter of the quality and class of Imran Khan, you want to take those catches. He's been adding some impetus to this. And if they allow him, he can push this to well over 150. He's driving. The fielder is running across. Can he get there? He does well.
And well done from Terence Hines. But the thing about it, Kendall Guerra has 2 overs to go. And
as we see some of the North Coast supporters there, they travel well. Earlier I was telling Daryl that the stands were more or less empty, but it's filled up a bit. But it's during the week.
But all of a sudden, now I want to go to America for some bacon shack.
Yes, definitely. You see, they travel well. So the crowds. So that brings the end of the over. It's a 94 for 5. The pool 9 team, after being inserted and asked to bat. Imran Khan, he's unbeaten on 57. With him is Luke Latif, and he's on 10.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
So we are back here at the Digger Martin Sports Complex. Kendall Guerra is back in the attack. 2 overs, none for 4. It will be interesting to see how he bowls to Imran Khan, but in the meantime, he will be bowling to Luke Latif. And it will be interesting. Now, you're saying that 150 might be a good score, but Imran Khan, if he has his 4 overs, that anything can happen.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. If they get to 150, Latif plays and misses. Imran Khan is almost halfway down the track. A wide signal by umpire Narayan.
I think Kendall Guerra will be happy if he can keep Luke Latif on this end. If he can get a bowl to him for this entire over, that will be good. He may not be too keen on getting Imran Khan to strike.
You're seeing the intent. Latif trying to get that single to come off over strike. The fielder, it's been spread far and wide. We have a man at long on, a man in the mid-wicket region on the boundary. There's also a third man, a cover boundary rider, and a one at long off. And then they have a bit of a ring on the inside with a man at point, backward square. Again, Latif and small fine leg then backward square. Padilla does the fielding. We can keep up Padilla. And they get the single. So this is going to be interesting here. This is the story within the story. Can Guerra get the wicket, or will he be? There was a change in the keepers. Originally, Akil Guerra started keeping. Some of the beauties, it's not only on the field, beauties are in the stands as well. As Guerra comes in. And it's flicked off the legs. The fielder is running across Hines. Bit of a fumble. The return. Oh, no, he did not keep the ball in his hands, dear Padilla.
But even if he didn't keep the ball in his hands, it looked like Imran Khan was inside. It looked good.
Not quite sure. Look at it here again. The replay will say, I think had he kept the ball in his hands, he would have been gone. A bit of a fumble. They came back for 2.
We need to get a side view on that, but to me it looks like he was inside.
Better, but I think he was in from what we saw there. No, he was out, yeah. He was out.
He would have been out, he would have been out, but it was very close. It was very close.
But I think the pressure of the situation got him.
Yeah.
Playing a missed, yeah. Goal dust at this point in the innings. But so, continuing the good work, Kendall Guerra. He's been awesome with the ball, showing his quality. The defense force man, left arm over the wicket. And even in the loss to Santa Cruz, he was economical up to a point.
Yes, he was very good. This one going down the leg side. Another wide.
Narayana just spreading his arms. Guerra there, probably trying to angle it across, but pitch on and straightened instead of going across. And he's lifted him. The fielder is out there.
Oh, that is not the miss you would want at this stage.
James again, huh?
You see some of the supporters getting involved.
Junior James.
Come on.
He has a smile on his face and a wry smile. His captain has no smile on his face.
And ever since I've been playing cricket, Gordon, always know not to drop any catches or misfield of the captain.
Should have done a whole lot better.
And there's a loud shout, and this one is close.
I think the appeal, if you look at it, he was hit full.
It was hit full.
Yes.
It was hit full.
Well, the man who has the decision to make, he's decided that it's not out. So, after 17 overs, the score is 104 for 5. The Pole 9 team, after being asked to bat first,
so, with three overs to go, we have Terrence Hines has one over.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Welcome back to the Digger Sporting Complex, as it's been enjoyable for everyone. The old, the not so old, and of course the young.
It's good to see the young people coming out to the game. Those are the future players. So Akil Guerra is going to bowl the 18th over. So I'm sure that Guerra will bowl the 19th and Terrence Hines will bowl the 20th.
So it's Akil Guerra. And he's driven it. Good work there by Terrence Hines. I think he threw it to the wrong end there. Yes. He definitely wants to get Imran Khan out. But I'm sure he actually the bowlers and Latif would have been struggling to get home there.
Yes, Imran Khan will be fleeter of foot. And this is a young guy. I'd love to see the young future cricketers involved. He has no school to worry about tomorrow. This one is cut in, he will get one. He will think about the second.
No, that's a good armor. The James brothers. This one is junior. You would have just put down Imran Khan. But it's going to be Guerra. Akil is. It's going to be bowling to Luke Latif. He's down the track.
Luke was home.
I think the bowler would not be happy with that attempt by the keeper. Latif was down the track. He could have almost been run out. But like in slow motion, the keeper caught the ball and then took a long time to get it onto the stumps.
He's cutting that one, they will get one.
To Guerra. That's Kendall. He doesn't bother to attempt to throw down the stumps.
And very importantly for Pool 9 is that the Imran Khan will be facing.
Good delivery. This time he attempts. Oh!
And he's gone this time. It looks like he's gone. Yes, the umpire says he's gone. And Imran Khan is run out.
What a piece of feeling there by the captain. It was the second time in the over that they played it straight to him. On the first occasion, he did not attempt to throw down the stumps. But this time, he got the ball into his brother. Was able to do the... Yeah, he wasn't even in the frame.
He was out. He was out. He was out by a mile and a three quarters. So Sharky goes. Yeah, that's the one they wanted. So Rishi Mana is coming into the middle.
It brings to the end a very good innings by Imran Khan. I think a very vital one for the Pole 9 team as Mana comes to the crease. Let's look at it here again. Played out. A good throw. The captain knew he had done well. And he celebrates. His brother runs across as they know the price of that wicket. Probably the difference between 140 and 120 plus. Luke Latif looking to take strike to Akil Guerra. Again, the field spread at this point in time. 5-4 field. With a lot of protection on the offside. Oh, he's bowled him. A beautiful delivery. It was a slow one. And he reached for it. I think he played it before the ball even arrived.
So that's the end of Akil Guerra's overs. 1 for 22.
He was beaten by the flight.
104 for 7. So coming in, we'll have 2 new batters.
As we see the coach of the Santa Cruz team, he's here. So Sean Saka comes to the wicket. Sean Saka comes to the wicket.
So at the end of that over, after 18 overs, Pole 9, they are 104 for 7. Imran Khan run out for 63.
And just so as the wickets have fallen quickly, I'm going to be running out of here as we're going to bring back Darrell Williams as he's going to close the innings with Ian Wason.
Thank you again, Mr. Gordon Pay.
So far, Kendall Guerra, as we welcome back Darrell Williams, former Trinidad and Tobago under 19 cricketer. Kendall Guerra, none for 9 of 3 overs, but he will not be bowling. There's a change, so Terrence Hines is coming back into the attack. 2 for 13 of 3 overs. As we welcome back Mr. Williams.
Indeed, indeed. I think that it was a very crucial wicket there, that of Imran Khan. He would have definitely would have liked to close off the innings here to add some added impetus as we see Terrence Hines to bowl to Rishi Mana. This one is one right up into the block hole here. That's a good start from a comeback delivery here.
So Hines with some experience, TKR, CPL experience, Red Force, regional, 50 over and 4-day experience, first class cricketer, has seen it all. Has him jumping on the back foot, he pushes it on the offside for 1.
It has been a creditable performance from the Pole 9 outfit, trying to get back into this game with a competitive total from where they were at one point.
Yes, they had a disastrous start. At one time, it was 34 for 5.
So as the saying goes, runs on the board is definitely runs on the board.
The 70-run partnership between Latif and Khan.
This one is driven nicely Tongue to the cover point region. They just managed to go through for a comfortable single in the end. Rishi Mana is known for his exploits in the wind ball format in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see if he can play a cameo to the back end of this pool 9 innings and give his team the much needed edge. But he's going to have his hands full facing up to the ever-experienced Terrence Hines again.
In the air, who is coming to take it? No one. And it was played in no man's land, and they would hustle for one.
That one rushing on to Rishi Mana a bit quicker than he anticipated. Terrence Hines with a wealth of experience here is definitely going to exploit the vulnerability of the short delivery here in local cricket.
And of course, the North Zone players who are not accustomed to this level of pace. Another short ball.
So umpire signaling 2 left in the 19th over. Score is 107 for 7. What do you think is the projected score here?
Well, they might try to get to about 115, 120. They have to be realistic. He's putting it back, but couldn't get it past. Hines at the end of the over, at the end of the 19th, it's 107. 107 for 7.
So 107 for 7. So let's just see how much they can muster up in the last 6 legal deliveries.
And of course, I'm sure that Guerra, who has bowled 3 overs, he will be coming back to just close off the innings. So at the end of 19 overs, 107 for 7, just to go through quickly the scorecard. Elliott was bowled by Medina for 5. If we look at some of the beautiful faces in the crowd, Wendell Samuel 5 as well. Antonio Gonzalez 7. Riaz Mohammed Duck. Imran Khan, well played, 63. Juan Carlos Narayan 3. Luke Latif 11, as we see Guerra in the background getting ready to bowl the final over. Luke Latif 11. Rishi Mana 2 not out. He's there with Sean Sakan, who is on 1.
Well, Ian, I definitely think that I'm gonna back them to get 13 and 6. Let's see if they could get up to a little bit of respectability of 120. Rishi Mana has a lot of shots. As I said, he's known for the win ball game. So let's see, facing up to the left-handed Guerra, what's going to be the end result.
You see that win ball shot there. They will just get 1 as it played down to long on. So Kendall Guerra coming into this over, 3 overs, none for 9. Medina, 4 overs, 3 for 16. Claude Devines, none for 14 off 2. Terrence Hines, 4 overs, 2 for 16. Trevor Padilla, 2 overs, none for 14. Darrell Dennison, just that 1 over that cost 15 runs. And Akil Guerra, 3 overs, 1 for 22.
So let's just see how they fare for these last 5 legal deliveries. Guerra again. This one is a big heave. Unable to make contact with anything. I guess they will definitely look to probably run in the keeper's hands for the next delivery to get man on strike.
Going to be very difficult. Sean Sakan. Big swing and a miss. So not reading the script here is Sean Sakan. Faced 5 deliveries for his 1. Rishi Mana 3 or 4 balls.
So I think they definitely need to get a move on here and probably get Rishi Mana on strike for the last 2 deliveries. Let's just
2 deliveries to go. 3 deliveries.
Let's just make mention to the substitute keeper. Looks good behind the stumps. Here's Guerra again.
Oh,
this one is
bowled the middle stopper, Yorker. So Guerra strikes. It's 107 for 108 for 8.
That's a gem of a delivery.
That's the kind of deliveries you want to bowl to batters who are batting at number 9.
Right up in the block hole, and Sean Sakan had shaking his head, making a meal of that full delivery.
The North Coast fans celebrating there.
See the ground staff here entertaining themselves while they wait for the completion of this game.
So the new batsman is Amir Datu. He will face possibly 2 deliveries. Kendall Guerra, 1 for 10. He will be facing up to the tall left-arm fast bowler Guerra. Must be intimidating to see Guerra running up with that big frame of his.
Indeed, indeed. Guerra changing ends. He started on northern end. Here's Guerra again into that one. This one he's long forward, driving nicely. Able to pick up a comfortable single in the end. Yes, he has read the script before coming on.
Yes, just to get off the strike and let Mana face. But Mana just has 1 delivery to face.
I think, Ian, let's take a personal bet. It's going to be a heave to mid-wicket or paddle sweep. What do you think?
Yeah, they would want to get a maximum here.
This one is swung away down to the backward square region, and it manages to get over the line with some aid from Trevor Padilla.
So they get to 113 for 8 at the end of 20 overs, less than 6 runs per over. But with Imran Khan with 4 overs at his disposal, how difficult or how easy will Pole 9 defend this?
I think, as you rightfully said, Ian, I think Imran Khan holds the key here for more than one reason. The length of competitiveness between himself and Terence Hines is definitely going to be the match-winning performance. Who gets the better of each other as we see players coming off the field. It's a good comeback by the Pole 9 outfit to get some respectability to their score. Let's not forget some brilliant figures. 3 for 16 from 4 was from Andrew Medina. Kendall Guerra with figures of 1 for 15 from 4. Claude Devines, none for 14 from 2. Terence Hines, 2 for 16 from 4. Trevor Padilla, none for 14 from 2. And Daryl Dennison, 1 for 15 from 1. Akil Guerra, 1 for 22 from his 3.
This is the standings. Savannah Boys with their 2 wins. Savannah Boys and Bowl players and Paragon Sports, so 3 teams with 2 wins each. Pole 9 would want to join them with a perfect start.
Some formidable names in there, Ian. We see Savannah Boys out of the gates the quickest, closely followed by Baratoya Bowl players. But we see some important names at the low and bottom end with Santa Cruz and El Socorro Youth Movement. 2 important teams there. We see Santa Cruz with the likes of Darren Bravo as well as El Socorro Movement.
So let's look at some of the highlights of what we would have seen. Oh, that's beauty of a delivery. And this was plumb.
Andrew Medina was the star of the show in the first couple overs, grabbing 3 quick wickets. Was on a hat-trick at one point, and then Terence Hines coming into the attack and getting a wicket immediately with his signature
and I
celebration.
understand that signature
celebration
has a meaning behind it.
It is for his deceased mom.
Yes.
That was the chance that went a begging there of Imran Khan, who lived a charmed life being dropped twice to eventually get around to
But that was
50
a good
odd.
effort. That was a good effort.
The North Stars outfit fielded well in sessions throughout this innings. We see they were well supported by the young ladies in the stands, displaying her name. The Guerra brothers combining for that run out. And then he had a beauty there, well-flighted delivery.
That's a beauty of a Yorker. And that's it. Pole 9, batting first, 113 for 8. When we come back, Northside Future Stars need 114 to win. We'll be back.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray, fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
up.
Would you stop being such a people pleaser?
Makes you happy.
Stop it! Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, well. Let the fake friendliness continue.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray, fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
Martin Sporting Complex as we get ready for the reply. It's a game, the Northside Future Stars, they're up against Pole 9. The update is that the Pole 9 team, they were asked to bat first and they scored 113. So the question is simple, 114 to win from 120 balls. I'm Gordon Pierre together with the knowledgeable and ever-experienced Mr. Sean Wilson. Sean, this innings, how do you think they should fashion the reply here, the notes?
Well, you know, normally, Gordon, when teams are chasing a small score, sometimes they tend to be a little tentative instead of playing their normal game. When they're supposed to be looking to play normal in the power play, try to get off to a very good start and make this total as small as possible, as easy as possible, that they should get it.
Yeah, of course, it's difficult. This is a tricky run chase. For one big reason, Imran Khan, he has 4 overs to bowl.
Not only Imran Khan, this guy Rishimana who's opening the bowling, he moves the ball a lot. He brings it back in quite sharply. And if you're not on your P's and Q's, he could run through some early wickets and put this North Future Stars team under some problems.
Well, it's going to be Akil Gera, and he's going to be opening with one of the Padella brothers. I think it's Darius Padella. So they will have to get their team off to a good start. Remember, the Pole 9 team, they were off to an awful start, losing 5 wickets for just about 34 plus runs.
Yes, and they were under a lot of pressure quite early. And the opening batsmen didn't really set the tongue on fire. They didn't really set the tongue on fire as they did. Oh, and this one. This one, he starts with a wide. So the Stars, the North Side Future Stars, they're off and running, they're 1 without loss. Looking to get to 114 for victory here to put some points in the win column. Because Pole 9, they started with a victory in their first game. They defeated the Queen's Park Club.
Another wide there by Mana.
So, Gordon, I don't know if Mana is looking to blow this game wide open. He just starts off, his radar maybe a little off. I don't know if he paid his internet bill. He's not on the broadband.
Well, he's just trying to go for that extra bit of pace. We saw that on Saturday when the bowlers realized that the wicket still had a little something in it. The faster bowlers just looking to hit the deck a bit harder. And he's sure there. Just dropping in front of that was the skipper. In fact, it's Juan Carlos Narain there.
Yes, make a valiant attempt to try to get there. That one came off a little slower because it seemed like he doesn't have enough. Well, Mana doesn't have that pace as Hines had, so that the ball did not carry through to where the wicketkeeper would have gotten it.
It's Padella who's going to face up here. Already the Northside Future Stars, they're on to 3. Yeah. Just rushing the batter a bit.
Yeah, it's not a bad attempt there by the keeper, Juan Carlos Narain. So it's Mana about to continue, trying to put his team in a position to defend that 113 that they made.
Sure, that is guided into the point region. Man at point sharp, doing the fielding. Getting down quickly there was Sakan.
Well, as you can say, Mana is bowling to his field. He's not giving anything away quite easily.
He doesn't have much runs to give away anything. He's now bowling over the wicket to the right-hander. And he's guiding it past the man at point. The boundary rider comes off, does the fielding, and he's off the mark to the chairs of the fans.
Well, this Northside Future Stars, they look like they brought down the whole village here.
Yeah, they travel well. They are one of the joys in a North Zone competition.
They are in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz,
Santa Cruz, like they're bringing up the whole village when they're coming.
Yeah.
And you could see that the passion for the cricket in the area that it has been building.
Yeah, definitely.
They come out and support their team.
Yeah. Another youngsters out there, as Mana comes around the wicket, he's again wide down the leg side. They run on the wide. Throw by the keeper.
So that's 2 more to the total.
2 more to the total, and he has 3 more deliveries to go. The score is already on 6. I think Mana, he just has to settle down.
Yeah, he needs to settle down. Just try to get his line and length. Take a little piece off. Just pitch one line and length, and then he will get more into his rhythm.
Yeah, I think he's trying to bowl out the team. When you have 114, you will try to get wickets, but you don't try to bowl out the team, running and blast out the team. You really just want to have a plan and go bowl to your plan. And he's cutting well, a great piece of feeling there. That's a good piece of feeling there by Sean Sakan. There he dived across to his right. So the big man, he's still very mobile.
Well, gone are the days, Gordon, when you'd have played on some kind of pitches or some gongs, you weren't diving at all. You was only keeping a dive when you're going to the swimming pool or when you're going to the sea.
Yeah.
Now these days, the gongs are quite immaculate, that you could throw your frame and come up.
Yeah, there you see it. Diving across. Good stop by the big man.
Yeah, John T. Rhodes and some of these guys would have been very proud of. I think John T. Rhodes, got Slogie. Some of these guys really could anticipate where the ball would be going.
It's a good ball. Struck on the pad. They go through again for a single. So even though he's bowling some good deliveries, they're still going through. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking, and this is something that the polled 9 team didn't do when they batted.
Well, the opening batsman there, he soaked up a lot of dot balls.
Yeah, Elliott.
And he did not come to the party tonight. In the first game, he was striking the ball quite well, pushing for the singles, and they had a very good opening partnership. He and Samuel.
Yeah. What a difference a couple of days make. Mana, he's beating him outside the off stump, and that brings the over to the end. So at the end of the first over, the Northside Future Stars, they're 8 without loss, looking to get to 114 to win.
That over was almost like Guerra. It was quite a long over.
Yeah, very long over. But there we have the scorecard for the pool 9 team, and one score stands out there, the 52 from 36. That's Imran Khan. In the end, he was run out, but he was ably supported in the middle overs by a 22 by Luke Latif, and they had a good partnership.
And that's what was needed at the point in time. As I was telling Garvin when we was doing commentary, that all Imran Khan needs to do is get somebody to hold that end, push around for the singles, give him the strike until they get in the rotation and they could put up a score.
Well, they put up a decent score when you consider where they started from. And it's no surprise, opening the bowling from the northern end, the man known as Shaki, Imran Khan, the experienced veteran. He's going to be bowling from the northern end.
Well, it looks like they're looking to go and try to get some early wickets in the power play to put the Northside Future Stars under some pressure. 8 without loss at the end of the first over. Yeah, they're ahead of the run rate already.
Yeah, if you can get 2 wickets in his first over, or probably his first 2 overs, I think the cat will be among the pigeons for the North Coast team.
It has always been said, when you watch a score, they say, I just add 2 wickets it, and it will be a completely different picture.
Yeah. But the Northside Future Stars, they've gotten off to a decent start in the first over.
Yes, well, they were gifted some delivery manner like, I don't know if you're spray painting, you're spraying it all over, instead of just trying to get his line and length early, bowl to his field, and add some pressure onto the Northside Future Stars.
Yeah. When you're defending a score that is less than a run a ball, you're already starting, as we see some of the North Coast fans that you talk about who travel well, they're all there enjoying, lots of glasses in hand. As Gerardes tickles this one around, and they go through for a quick single, a loud appeal. Not out, says the umpire, so they get through.
It was a direct hit, but the non-striker, he was out of the blocks quite early. I don't know if he's preparing for the Olympics. Yeah, it's a few days. Fine.
Good pick up and throw though. Oh. Right. Juan Carlos collecting and bringing it onto the stump. I think had he hit directly, it would have been a whole different ball game. As we see umpire Narayan just telling the batter But he's coming right down over 5 balls to you. You could have read it the lips. As,
and you know nowadays now the players are looking at the umpires to see the different signals when it's 3, 2, or 1. So how much left? They done watching the both umpires to see, so it becomes much easier.
Yeah, just played out there behind the point region. They run through for a quick single. So they have come with a plan. They're rotating the strike, getting the 1s and 2s early on here.
You see Candy a little disappointed that they're just dropping and getting a single right in the circle. Yeah. Find the fielders and them supposed to be a little more
Sharper,
agile,
yeah.
sharper in getting to the ball. Because it was placed straight to the field and they ran in it. Hands, normally those young people tell you that somebody running your house, sit down and watch some TV and sip a coffee.
So it's Khan. And Gera just turning it out to the man there. It's a shortish mid-wicket region. And no run, so dot ball. As there you see some of the fans who would have traveled. So you're seeing different age groups, traveling.
Well, and that's good to see that they still have interest in the cricket.
And this time they do it again. And again they get through. Oh, this time the finger goes up as Padella has to go.
It seems like the North Side Future Stars following in the footsteps of Pole 9. Because when Pole 9 was batting, they played one together right in front of the bat. The first one he didn't throw there. They got you for the single. The next one, Imran Khan was run out.
Yeah.
The ball before they played it to that same field.
That same field, yeah.
They didn't take anything, and this one.
Look at it again, a bit slow this time.
Yes.
Goes for the run. The fielder very close, but it's. I think definitely would be on his way there.
Yes, he was. I have think that he may be a little disappointed, but if you call for that kind of singer right in the circle, you're supposed to be getting there. You call for the singer.
Yeah, he's disappointed going back to the pavilion, but the new batter coming out to bat is the man they call Fluff, Mr. Bonita. Andre Bonita walks out to the center. The defense force man coming to the wicket. He did not play the first game. A very good all-rounder. He bowled spin. He got some wickets. He got 3 wickets
in his 4 overs. Now he has bat in hand.
So trying to be a hero with both bat and ball. He's going to be facing Imran Khan. So wicket in Imran Khan's first wicket, not his wicket, but definitely what he would have wanted to get a wicket when his first over was being bowled.
Well, you can see the experience there. He's applying the pressure. He's just bowling a nice sideline and forcing the batters, if they want to get the run, they have to do something different. Just think, instead of dropping and running, you see they've brought in the field a little closer to make that possibility of thinking about a single non-existent.
Applying pressure. Khan just clipped off the legs, straight to the man there at a fine leg, a wideish fine leg. And guess what they do? They run it. They get through with it this time.
And it seemed that is man position. He took a blinder in the first game against Warner when they played. Warner flicked one there, and he dived and picked him up. Yeah,
so at the end of 2 overs, the North Side Future Stars, the 11 for Warner. Remember, they're trying to get to 114 to win this one.
And to register some points on the board. So they could blow this group wide open. Instead of some teams having 4 points already and you're trying to play to make up. Because plenty of teams after the first game, they were trying.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments?
Yes, and welcome back to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. New bowler, it seems like Mana is sticking up. Look like Luke Latif with ball in hand.
No, it seemed like Samuel. Oh, yes, Tobo is Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzalez with ball in hand. So it seems that the skipper is bringing the changes here to try to get it right.
No, there's no room for error when you're defending 114. So that first over there by Mana, although it only went for 8 runs, in an ordinary T20 in the power play, you would definitely take 8 runs.
Yes, you would be when you allow 2 fielders outside that 30-yard circle.
But not if you're defending 114.
Right, it came like Nelson, he bowled 1 over, it cost 15 runs, and we didn't see him again.
Yeah.
The ball.
So it's Gonzalez here. Striking a portly figure. Charges in. Played back past the bowler. No run. So it seems like the wicket, you're getting something off the wicket because the faster bowlers, they have decided to bowl a bit of a hard length. You're not seeing them going over pitching, but you see they're bowling a hard length and the batters seem unable to get it away easily.
You saw it with Terrence Hines. With his pace, he was pitching it up because he got one of...
A loud appeal and the finger goes up. Gonzalez strike. Medina got to go. He points to the bat to umpire Damani, but he has to go. And Gonzalez strike here. And it's a lot of action here at the Dougie Martin Sporting Complex. Well, let's have a look. The bat was far from the ball.
Anything after that going would have had me governing plumb. That was plumb as could be. Even Stevie Wonder would have seen that.
Yeah, it's an easy decision there for Trudy Damani Joseph.
As I told you, Gordon, the batters love to blame the officials. He's still watching at his bat, and you could clearly see it had no bat involved there.
Yeah. So he has to go, and in comes the captain, Kendall Guerra.
11 for 2, as you say. Pole 9 looking to apply some pressure here in the power play. We are in over number 3.
Yeah. The North Side Future Stars fans, they're not very happy. They would think that your team gesticulating, that they are not going about the run chase properly thus far.
Yes, it seems like everybody's going away from the plan. I know during the break they would have sat down and talk how they was going to approach to get this 114 runs, and it seems like we are going over the plan because you can't drop a ball right in the circle there, straight to the man, and take off a single and get run out. You have nobody else to blame but yourself.
Yeah, definitely. But it's Guerra who's going to be taking his guard here. Of course, we know that he can bat. In fact, he's the pivot, the rock, the cornerstone of this batting lineup for the North Coast team. Of course, today they have Terrence Hines to add some batting impetus, as well as the man who was out there, Medina. But normally, it's Kendall Guerra who carries the batting load for the North Coast, the North Side, the Future Stars. Sorry.
Yes, I know it was a little tongue twister. How these teams change names nearly every year or so. This one is just guiding it down into the gully region there. Yeah, he's off the mark.
Yeah, he's off the mark there. And that's where you would think that planning is so important. Although the run chase is a small one, you got to have a plan when you're deciding how you're going to get these runs.
Yes, you have a plan, but you have to be able to execute the plan also. Everybody has to buy into the notion of what we are going to do to actually get that score. It can't be you're playing for yourself and not playing for the team, going along with the plan with the team.
But of course, this broadcast brought to you in part by the NLCB and the NFM, National Flour Mills. We also want to thank the Prime Minister Sport and Culture Fund, as Gonzalez will continue.
This time he's bowling to the left-hander. He's back and across there, dropping that one now. So you see he has pulled back his length there, not going right up to give the batsman no impetus. So they're looking to tighten up here in the power play over.
Some
keep
of
a grip on it.
the Pole 9 fans.
Yeah, that's my good friend Worm, as he's now called by his 2BK.
So it's going to be Gonzalez looking to finish off this over. Short and wide. No wide signal by the umpire. So that brings the over to an end. After 3 overs, the North side, the Future Stars, looking to get to 114 to win the 12 for 2.
Well, as we could see that it's not over until the fat lady sings. So Pole 9 would feel that they have a total on the board. As Gavin was saying, runs on the board, his runs that are already made have to be made. And once you can apply the pressure.
So it's a runner ball from here on in. 1 or 2 needed from 1 or 2 balls. And the ball is in the hand of the experienced and wily campaigner Imran Khan.
Well, as I say, big players tend to step up on big occasions when it's needed. So at 12 for 2. We are about to start over number 4.
Well, you're watching the Northzone T20 Festival, a continuation of some of the marvelous things that has been done in the Northzone. And at the end of 2023, the Northzone, they started a women's program where they intend to bring out a Northzone women's, so they have women playing in the Northzone. He's beating them all ends up there. A beauty of a delivery, the genuine leg break there. And he's able to get the ball to spin.
Well, it have some players and some bowlers could get a ball to move on anything. Guerra just playing along the wrong line. You just look in the thing. We intended watching the pitch to see if that was the same pitch he was bowling on.
So he gets here.
I think he was beaten again there.
It looked like a drop catch.
No.
The way
The wicketkeeper couldn't get it. It came off the edge, but was nowhere close to the wicketkeeper. They didn't have a first slip. You see Samuel there down at short third man.
As you see some of the supporters there.
Yeah, some people are there at the edge of their seats there.
Yeah.
You see a good fight. Now Critchlow there up in the stands there. Have you been doing any whining tonight?
But he's not playing. This one is played down. Straight back pass. The man at long on runs across. Because he's a bit squarer at long on.
And we see Guerra taking a chance there at Khan. I thought you'd have just tried to play him out and milk him instead of being that aggressive. Because if he loses his wicket now, his team would be in a lot more pressure than they would want to be.
He wants to change his bat. Not happy with the bat there.
So 13 for the loss of 2. We are in over number 4. Looking to get to 114 for victories. Northside Future Stars versus Pole 9. Remember, Northside Future Stars, they won the toss. They asked Pole 9 to take first strike. They were under some immediate pressure. At one time, 34 for 5. They ended up with a total of 113.
Shows and it pulls it into the mid-wicket region. Some good piece of feeling there by the man inside. That looked like Wayne. No, in fact, it's Gonzalez. Who's
he's showing his frame around.
Yeah, he's showing that he's a big guy, but he can move.
I got you for another easy single.
Look at him here, getting down, rolling around, and getting the return in. And a good return it was as well.
Yes. It was a well-judged single by the 2 batsmen out there.
Yeah, well, they're brothers, so they should have a good understanding of the running between the wickets. But it's going to be Kendall who's going to be facing Khan. And so he just clips it into the mid-wicket region. The boundary runner rider from out in the deep comes in, does the feeling, and that brings the end of the 4th over. At the end of 4, the Northside Future Stars, they're 15 for 2. Score just missing something. It's a dot ball. No, it's not a dot ball. He clips it off the legs. They go through for another quick single. So it ends for 16 for 2 at the end of 4.
Well, you ran with it exactly 4 runs per over.
As we see some more of the fans. Yes, and you're seeing a Critchlow there in the camouflage outfit. The pretty fans are in the stands and they share a beautiful smile with us as they give us a wave. Yes, you enjoy
Since they were on sale,
We're looking
Laura
to
bought
bring some
these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Oh, this one.
Been a miss there by Guerra, Akil Guerra. Gonzalez has been excellent though for his team.
Yes, well, he has stepped up. He has asked Terence Hines there, just having a little chat. He maybe padded up and ready to go to try and bring victory to his team. But as he said, Gonzalez 1 for 1, and he's into his second over. So he has put his hand up. He told the captain, I would take the ball after Mana didn't have a good start. And we tried to pull things back and get our team back in the game.
Yeah. So he is coming around the wicket into the pads and just clipped off the legs. Wicketkeeper Juan Carlos does the fielding. They take one. The North Coast fans not happy with the running.
Well, it seems like they set it for one quite early. But as they say, a coach will still run the first one hard, just in case. But it seems like they were jogging around Queen's Park Savannah there on Sunday evening.
Well, they're doing the fielding, but he had to run around a long way. And it ended up being the keeper who had to run and do the fielding for himself. As we're seeing some changes in the field. Yes, remember we're still in the power play. A heavy offside field for Guerra. We have a man out at the cover and a man out at third man, a squarish third man. But this time he goes down the leg side. So you set a field,
yes,
a 7-2 field, and then you go down the leg side.
Well, he just lost the plot there somewhat, there, Gonzalez, because you asked the skipper for something, he gave you that, and then you stray. And if he had connected that,
yeah, it would have been 4 runs or lots of runs. That's the delivery. Guerra just pushing it back to the bowler. Because it's very rare that you see a bowler bowling to a 7-2 field in T20.
yes, very, very rare. It happens.
Because you know batters can go across their stumps.
Oh,
Big
a big
offer.
swipe as that.
And it goes away for 4. Not happy, Gonzalez. I'd like to see that delivery over, because if it was anywhere near to the stumps, it would. This is the side on. It wouldn't give us a good indication. But if it was anywhere near to the stumps, it wouldn't be good bowling, because if you have a 7-2 field, it needs to say you're going to be putting that ball outside the off stump.
Because outside the off stump, he just played aggressively at it.
And this is a beautiful looking shot. Out to the covers, Elliott Fields.
So 21 for the loss of 2. We're in over number 5 here. As you see some of the fans up in the stands having a little laugh. But it's a really tense affair so far.
Yeah.
Pole 9 not giving any quarter in trying to defend that total that they posted. As I said, we'll have to wait to see if Imran Khan will continue bowl another over.
He's guiding this one. Man comes off the third man fence and he's able to throw it in. So 1 is all they'll get. So that brings the end of the 5th over. After 5, the North side Future Stars, they're 22 for 2 as umpire Wilson leaves us. We bring back the off-break bowler. Was it the off-break used to bowl? Darryl Williams.
Indeed. Thanks again, Mr. Pay. As we see a sedate start here from the Northside Future Stars here, just probably buying some time. I think that this is where the game is definitely going to change, to the fact that if they bring back Imran Khan and not leave him for the back end to bowl to his likelihood and his teammate in Terrence Hines. What do you think here? It's a bold move.
I think they have no other choice really but to try to get a wicket, because if they hold him back, and as we see the fans really enjoying themselves here, the place to be, the Dagobah Sporting Complex. But back to your question, if they try to hold him back, you're not sure if you can get a wicket, and then the game may just get away from you here in the top. Remember, it's still the power play. 1 over left in the power play.
I think it's just a difference in choice or captaincy, as we would say here, because see another dot delivery. I think that your premier bowler will definitely needing to be bowling to your premier batsman, as they both are guest players in this instance. I think that not to come down on anybody, but one of your lesser bowlers could have slipped in here and getting 2 overs. As you see, this one is down the leg side. Go through for a relatively comfortable signal in the end.
I think the problem with that, Darrell, is this, that when you have a small total, you got a big decision, because you may just put in your let's say a lesser bowler, no disrespect to anyone,
yeah.
And the team gets off on him. He concedes his 2 overs, goes for 25, and the game is more or less over. You know, thus far, 5 overs into the 5th over, the 6th over, and
score is
25-2. In fact, the run rate now going over 6, so it's more than a run a ball.
And this is another dot delivery. Kendall Guerra this time punching it off the back foot and unable to get a. But it's a tale of 2 stories, to say, Gordon, because let's just say that Imran Khan finishes his spell relatively quiet.
It's up in the air and out of here.
It's a glorious
FC maximum.
It's a good shot. So with that being said, he's up in the ante here, Akil Kendall Guerra. But as I was saying, and going back, who knows, your finishing product in Terrence Hines could finish the game with the run rate at 10 over, either which way. So a lot's left to be desired.
But again, it's just 114 is the problem. I think it's.
So you think it's a case of getting wickets to meet some inroads?
Yeah, to make some inroads and apply pressure.
Khan a bit flatter this time. He was tossed up previously and dispatched over the long of boundary. A welcome boundary here for the North Side Future Stars, as we see they go up to 31 for 2.
Yeah, because
your current run rate.
Any one hit and you go under a run ball.
Yes, so let's see if Guerra could continue his impetus here, as the power play is about to be concluded. See Captain Mohammed bringing the changes now. This one is a flatter delivery, shock on the pad, but unable to get around. So that's the end of the power play, and the score is 31 for 2. Yeah, it's even Stevens at this time.
A very decent power play. I think you're trying to defend 114. You'll take the power play as the moon has come out here tonight. Clear, beautiful picture. Of course, the Dagobah Sporting Complex, as beautiful in the night as it is in the day.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
From 84 balls, this is still a keenly tight contest here. Gordon, who's your money on?
Well, I think the North Side Future Stars, it's their game to lose. They did the job with the ball. We're going to see a change here, and this is going to be a telling here. Sean Sakan, looking to take up the attack from the southern end. In the opening game, he was pretty decent. Of course, totally different circumstances in this one.
See the changes in field being made here. 4 inside the inner circle. Captain Mohammed is going to have to get it right to ensure that he protects the boundary. Dot balls are like goal at this point in time. So it's the case of the Guerra brothers versus Sakan at this point in time. See who's going to come out on top at the end of this over.
Short side your stump, play and a miss. So a dot ball.
So short run up, he's bowling off the shoulders here, Gordon.
Yeah, he's just trying to control things. I think that's where Mana lost the script earlier on. He tried to pull out the team. When you're defending this shorter total, you just got to apply pressure. Yeah, this one just clipped off the legs. They get a single. Because every dot ball, it causes the run rate to go either way above 6 runs over or below. So you see the 1 run, and the required is at 6. A 4. Immediately it goes.
Some mathematical calculations here.
As
But
the fans,
the fans are definitely enjoying themselves. Our viewers will not tell today is a Monday. See some party-like festive atmosphere here at the Diego Martin ground. Gordon, as we are on this topic of cricket, I made mention to you earlier. What is your thoughts on the recently concluded second test? Do you see some positive? As you see Sakan again. This one is wide outside of the off stump and signal wide there by the umpire. The score moves up to 33 for 2.
Yeah, definitely there were some positives. The West Indies being able to bat for a day, getting to 400 plus runs. Hodge, getting his maiden 100. Also, Atine is getting it up in the air over Elliott. They're able to go through for a single. It was agonizingly close there.
Some poor running. I think that could have comfortably been 2. It was up in the air for a very long time.
Yeah, so you have the positive of that first innings knocked there. Atine is getting a 50 as well. I think that was his maiden test 50. He scored a pretty close to 50, but he's not gotten past there. Yeah, just over the tips of Elliott's hands there. And guess who goes into that position? Gonzalez. He's up for this battle here this afternoon.
As the saying goes, you know, in every class, there's always that hardened child that not stays quiet for anything. I think Gonzalez has taken up that mantle. See Sakan again to bowl to the younger of the Guerra brothers. This one is punched back nicely for no run. Yes, yeah, as you said, there were some very important positives coming out of the test match. It's nice to see what we will say in local terms, West Indies winning on first innings. That's a plus.
That's a good-looking shot. A bit of a misfield. And they're able to run through for 1. Finishing up the fielding there was Sufan. I think he's on as a substitute fielder. Yeah, Michael Sufan.
But as you mentioned as well, I think that a cause for concern is that our number 3 and number 4 batsman in Kurt McKenzie has not crossed 20 in 6+ innings.
Yeah. We'll get back to that after this delivery. Peels off the edge. And they're able to walk through for 1. And that brings the over to an end. Yes. So at the end of 7 overs, it's 36 for 2. The north side Future Stars responding to the pole 9 score of 113. So, Daryl, back to that number 3 position. You know, the luckiest man on that tour, as we have the bowling figures there. Antonio Gonzalez, his 1 wicket, 1 for 8, 2 overs. 8 runs, 1 for 8. He's been excellent. I think I would have continued with him at this point.
Indeed, indeed. I think they need a wicket will definitely do wonders here for the pole 9 outfit. I think that they would want to get a breakthrough, break the back of this long tail, as they may say, because there's not a lot of batting experience outside of Terence Hines to come. So Guerra has to bat deep to play a captain's innings here to ensure that his team is over the line.
Well, it's going to be a bowling change, and looking to take up the ball. It's Elliott. Nicholas Elliott is going to take up the bowling attack from the northern end.
So we're seeing another pace bowling option here. We saw Medina did well with the ball as a spin option for the north side Future Stars. We are yet to see an off spinner from the pole line outfit, the leg spinner of Imran Khan. Pretty tidy as his usual self.
Yeah, so back to the West Indies team. And I think Mackenzie, he has to be the luckiest man because he was out of form in the regional tournament.
And still got
he
picked.
Struggled for Jamaica, but he was picked because of the Australia, the last test series that they played.
Well,
he was very good. So I think he was played off of past performances. A man who suffered the consequences of poor performances recently, as we continue here. Elliot, just left alone outside the Ostom. Man who suffered the consequences and would call himself unlucky would have been Tishnarayan Chandapal.
But as you're on the topic of being unlucky, I think, me personally...
Yeah, as we see a beautiful shot there. Our cameraman in the crowd, Joel Phillip. He's showing off this afternoon.
Here's Elliott again. Guerra punching this one nicely out to the cover region. They go for a quick single, limited to just one. I support through. Mocked up by the captain, Mohammed. With that being said, I think one of the unluckiest persons has to be definitely Zachary McCasty. He has gone on to 3 tours and unable to break into the time. We see Michael Louis coming from the back and getting a start in front of him. He himself, being an open, I think he could bat in the top 3, the top 4 easily.
But I agree with you with that. But I think Louis, though, would have kicked down the door.
This one rushing past the outside edge there.
Yeah. He didn't leave it up to the selectors. He selected himself. Even when it came down to, would he get into the starting 11? He applied pressure.
It was a unanimous decision.
Yeah. And even the warm-up games,
he scored.
Yeah, he applied pressure.
But I think the breath of fresh air, I would have loved to see McCasty get into the team. Elliott, again, a short delivery, gloved around the corner. This is going to be a chase. The chase is on. Juan Carlos Narayan mocks up at the end there, and they go through for 2. So score moves along to 39.
A good over here by Elliott. He's coming and he's kept the pressure on. He's not released the valves, as they say. And as pressure begins to build and the run rate get greatly over more than a runner ball, I think you're going to see some rash shots or some rash running. As there you see a misfield. That was hit straight to the fielder. And had he picked up cleanly,
would have been a case of a dismissal. But I guess it's impetus. You're just trying to get down to the other end. As you mentioned before, these two are brothers, so they have a great understanding. Probably by just the look of their eyes or a nodding, they will know if they come through for a single or not. So they're chancing a hand and taking calculated risks at this point in time. As we see Kendall Guerra, the elder on strike now to Elliott. So it's a lovely line delivery, that corridor of uncertainty. Runs past the outside edge and Guerra unable to score. So a lot's left to be desired for what's going to be the final result. That's the end of the 8th over. The score moves up to 40 for 2.
Yeah, current run rate of 5. That would not get them past. They need to up the ante, but it's comfortable thus far. And you see that Kendall Guerra, he can hit a long ball. So in the space of 2 deliveries, the run rate could drop significantly.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Welcome back to the Digger Martin Sporting Complex as the festival-like atmosphere continues here in the Northzone T20 Festival. It's Pole 9 up against the Northside Future Stars. As we see Sakan continuing here at the southern end. He had a good opening over, just conceding 5 runs. And there with a dot ball. A full toss though, but Akil Guerra unable to make full use of it as we see some fielding changes being implemented. And with Imran Khan still with an over left, it could be very interesting if they get it close, if they keep it close.
So as we mentioned before, dot ball is going to be very important here. See what Sakan has up his sleeve.
Guerra is down the track. That's Akil. Pushes it out and gets a single jog shoe for a single. So you're beginning to see the intent. This is what it's all about. From the opposing teams, they're having a friendly discussion.
Friendly discussions, Mr. Anil Datu and Dave Samuj. So let's not forget an entire week of cricket, lovely cricket right here at the Diego Martin Sporting Facility. A very keen contest on tomorrow. El Socorro Youth Movement versus the Barataria Ball Players, neighbors. Sakan against a foolish delivery. Kendall Guerra drives out to the backward point region. They go through for a single. Good throw. And the score moves up to 42 for 2 in the ninth.
Imran Khan doing quite well. He's enjoying this. Quite relaxing. Always competitive. You know, the games have been played in a good, good energy. As the umpire, Mr. Wilson, would have said, a number of the senior players, like when Imran Khan was run out, he didn't even wait for the decision. He was almost running out for himself.
See an attempted scoop there. Stifle of field goes up.
Load up. They're asking for something as the umpire signals a wide. So Trudy, Damoni, Joseph, with a decision there. Juan Carlos Narayana, not happy. The replay will reveal some added information. Gonzalez as well, not happy. The two umpires, they're going to have a discussion.
So delayed call there.
If my director could get me that replay, the straight on.
To shed some light on this decision.
Because the two umpires, they're having a discussion. So we're not sure if she's standing by the decision to signal the wide. Let's look at it here. Definitely some sort of movement there. You at home, you decide.
I think the bat was very far away from the pad there.
But if she didn't give out, she had to signal a wide.
But it was prompted by the square leg umpire, so let's not dwell on that. And again, Sakan here, foolish delivery, driven out to the cover fieldsman, straight to Raj on the deep extra cover boundary.
No. Ball driven back. They jog 2 for 1.
So the score moves up to 45 for 2. 1 ball, 1 delivery left to culminate the 9th over. Let's see how the North Star Future Stars will time their run chase. Sakan again, this one is driven uppishly out to the cover region. They go through just for a single.
Good work there by the captain.
So at the end of over number 9, the score is 46 for 2. Some lovely shots here at the Diego Martin Regional Sporting Complex. If you're in the area, I want to support some cricket, lovely cricket, come on down.
Yes, so the equation is simple. 68 runs from 66 deliveries. Daryl, we're in the midst of 19 days of cricket. It started on the 15th of July. It's going to be finishing on August the 2nd. As we see the fans are here, the young fans enjoying what's going on. This Northzone Festival, the third edition, and of course, on the past winners, the first year there was a joint winner in Santa Cruz and Savannah Boys. The second year it was Police. Police not in the competition this year, so 2024 is going to be new champions.
New champions. Let's see who will hold their nerve to get over the line. It's a highly anticipated final, scheduled for Friday the 2nd of August. As we see Elliott to continue from the northern end.
Beat him outside the off stumper. Now, your thoughts on this innings? It's been snail paced by Akil Guerra, 12 from 26. And it's a small total. But the closer you get to the 18th, 19th over, I think a bit of panic might just step in.
Well, of course, definitely there's going to be scoreboard pressure. But I think with the back end of the batting lineup in Terrence Hines, I think that the closer they get to the total, with wickets in hand, they can always go. But then there's also scoreboard pressure. So, as I mentioned before, let's see how well the Northside Future Stars time this run chase.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that we don't take into consideration, we expect the batter who's batting slow to get out. Sometimes he stays and can't get the ball off the strip.
That's a very, very bad position.
That's what happened with Elliott.
Yes.
In fact, when Elliott was batting, he batted about 3 overs.
Unable to get the ball off the
was able to
square.
get the ball off the strip. And that caused his team to be behind the 8 ball from the goal.
So Elliott with the ball, looking to do some damages himself. This one is pushed out to the point fieldsman. Slight misfield there, and they go through for a comfortable signal in the end.
So they're batting here, taking their time, trying to rotate the strike. Kendall Guerra, he is going according to script, 20 from 20. Akil, 13 from 27. He's just a bit behind the 8 ball. And the thing with his innings is that he's offering a lot of big shots. He's really playing and missing. It's not to say that he's getting the ball on the bat. Down the track here, and this time he's able to turn this one behind square. They jog through for 1. The fans are saying to push for 2.
The Northside Future Stars are very animated here.
And that's one thing, when you play with a community team and the fans follow you, they always know how to do everything correctly. So you better be able to run properly, you better be able to bowl correctly.
I think that's a normal thing in Trinidad and Tobago in every sport that you go. Everywhere, the supporters seems to always do it better. This one's another well-lined delivery, unable to score, just defensively punched out there by Kendall Guerra.
The fans here, they're getting a bit restless with the approach of the Northside Future Stars.
Wanting to see boundaries.
But it's Elliott. Short, and he bangs it over the top of cover. He gets 4 runs. But when you can bat like that, you can't afford to soak up some dots balls. So that brings up the 50 for the Northside Future Stars. And with that, 10 overs have been finished. It brings up the Blue Waters drink break. So while we have a break, while they have a break, we'll have one. We'll be back after.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Blue Water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you feeling hard, take up the water spray. Take up the water spray. In your school or home, take up the water spray. When the bus run out, take up the water spray. The party posse water. The working posse water. The school children they water. The water spray. The fitness posse water. The office posse water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations, manners, and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission, and the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them, because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB, banking for real, with real people, manners and respect.
Always, my friend.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
So we're back here live at the Digger Martin Sporting Complex as we see a view of the points table. Savannah boys, Barataria ball players, Paragon Sports all with 2 wins. Pool 9 looking to join them. Speaking about joining, I'm now joined by Mr. Ian Wason to the commentary booth as we see 61 required from our 60 deliveries.
Yes, good to be back, and I'm back with the moon. Moon and all its radiance reflecting from the sun. Now, this Pool 9 team, definitely their strength is their bowling. When we looked at the win against Queen's Park, they scored 161 for 7 in their 20 overs. And just when we thought they could have been about 20 runs short, they restricted Queen's Park to 138 for 7. Some good bowling. And now tonight, with the addition of leg spinner Imran Khan, they have North-style future stars. After 10 overs, they are 53 for 2.
So you see the bowling changes. Luke Latif coming in from the southern end. Kira punching to the cover region to get a single. The score moves up by 1 to 54 for 2. So these middle overs are very crucial here for both teams.
Very crucial, but the thing about it, the middle overs, they only lost 8. They have 8 wickets in hand still. So they can just take their time, nick the ones and nick the twos, and then well about 15, 16 overs, they can accelerate again. So this is very important. But the Pool 9 team would want to try and snap up at least 2 wickets here.
So this is waywardly lying down the line of the leg stump, not making contact. We see Luke Latif, the elder statesman in this team, with a wealth of experience, spending a lot of his time playing cricket in the Queen's Park Savannah, known as the biggest roundabout in the world. Queen's Park Savannah had produced some very good cricketers over the years. Mr. Wilson, I know you spent a lot of your time there as well.
Yeah, and no regrets. Currently with Glenoras, of course. Luke Latif spent some time. Oh, this is just close, just close. Luke Latif spent a considerable amount of time with Sweet Revenge, a team that is not around anymore.
Unfortunately, I had some good memories in my time as a schoolboy playing with the Northzone Queen's Park team against Sweet Revenge. They had some formidable fast bowlers of Guyanese nationality back in the day, the Souza and those guys. So we see Latif again humbling in to Kendall Guerra. This one is tugged away to the mid-wicket region. Attempt of two. Guerra turning blindly, but fielder unable to gather cleanly. And that one, as you see, this is the first time that the Northside's future stars supporters think that their cries has been heard, calling for two very early there, Mr. Wilson.
And Guerra, the skipper, he would want to take them to 26 from 24 balls. Akil Guerra is there 15 from 19. And the partnership, they came together when the score was 11. The partnership is 46. Another single here. The partnership is now 47 as the score moves on to 58. Now, we talked about Sweet Revenge. They are no longer around. This gives the importance of teams needed to get a structure. When you have one person, and in Sweet Revenge case was the late Mr. Shah, as he passed, there was no one there to take over.
The mountain.
So we need the clubs, and this is where I think the zone and the TTCB could help these clubs put up a structure so that when one person would not have that responsibility to be the chief cook and bottle washer.
There's Latif again. This one is nice line delivery. Unable to get it away is Guerra. Score remains on 58 for 2. But as the saying goes, I mean, a lot of these teams started as village teams, as a lot of these teams started, because I know back in the day they were Crompton, they were Paragon,
Silver Mill.
This one is up and over the cover region.
One bounce, two bounces, and it would not get to the boundary because the fielder is coming around there.
It's a good stop by Elliott.
They will complete 2. And the North Coast fans are getting animated. So at the end of 11 overs, they are 60 for 2. They still need just about 6 runs per over. Yeah, so we had clubs like Paragon. Well, Paragon is still around. We had clubs like Essex. We had, as you mentioned, Crompton.
Malvern were part and parcel of that as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Silver Mill.
Upsetters.
So a lot of cricket.
This was far beyond my time, but I say my stories prominently because I have sat and had enough discussions with my dad and fellow elder heads in my community, growing up in the east side of Trinidad and also St. James to be precise. So I share a fair knowledge of what has happened in Queen's Park Savannah previously, and I know a lot of people say that if you can score 100 in Savannah, that's the Gabba, and you will be 140 anywhere else. How thick the Savannah grass has been normally and how uneven those matins play. As we see Kendall Guerra calling for his cap now, probably to unleash the lion a bit here.
Yeah. I hated bowling with a helmet. Not because I didn't want to think that I could hook and pull. It's just that the girl in front of my face used to really humbug me. But Imran Khan is back in the attack. I was surprising that he wasn't held back for later. Imran Khan, 2 overs, none for 13. He's coming for his 4th and final over.
Needs to pick up a wicket here to bring his team back in the fray of things. As we see a backward square, a mid-wicket, long off and long on at the 4 outside the circle. As it's a chance for a run out here. Boy, oh boy. Mr. Latif is unable to collect cleanly. It's a bit animated there.
Yeah, but that was a straightforward regulation take for the wicketkeeper. Yes, Imran can get the ball to move away from the batter, but it should not have moved away from the wicket keeper.
As you see the replay here, he's getting up too early, pushing the glove at it, not allowing it to come, is Juan Carlos Narain. No relation to Sun Narain, that is. So we see the other Guerra on strike here now. The left field changes somewhat for the left-handed younger brother.
So Kendall Guerra bowls left hand but bats right hand. His brother now, he bats left hand but bowls right arm.
This one is a disher shot, looking to get some bat on it. Swept around the corner, well fielded there by Wendell Samuel. They go through for another single, the score 62 for 2. It's been quite some time since we have seen a boundary here, Ian.
Has been a while. And Guerra, he might fancy himself getting one, but he plays Imran Khan on the back foot. And Shaki not getting his way against North Coast. And well, you could understand that because those guys are accustomed with bacon shark. They will just fry him up.
It's a very good analogy there, Mr. Wason. But as you see, the pitch has played a bit uneven. It's a bit too pace. You could clearly see it. If you bend the back and put the effort in, you're definitely seeing something for the pace bowlers. This one is long forward. I must commend Kendall Guerra here. He has played his hand. This is definitely a captain's innings. Well played. He's ensuring that the key bowler doesn't get a wicket. This one is punched off the back foot into the cover region. Beats the diving fieldsman there. Definitely going to get 2 comfortably. Score moves up to 64 for 2 at the end of 12.
It's a good over for Imran Khan nonetheless. It's a good spell actually. Didn't get any wickets this time around, but his 4 overs conceding just 16 runs, 4 runs per over from the champion leg spinner, the well-traveled leg spinner.
Indeed, he has been recently traveling with the much anticipated veterans, or let's say retirees as they are commonly known as, but they'll see there's a market for that cricket. I'm very shocked to not see him pick up a bye in the CPL. He has had stints with Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots before.
But one of the big
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
No, we have a lot of left-arm bowlers, we have off spinners, but not really. The last big leg spinner we had was Devendra Bishu, I believe.
Indeed.
Imran Khan never got a West Indies call. That's perhaps
at any level.
the biggest mystery.
I think he had one West Indies A-team tour of the Caribbean back in the day. I think that we look back at the likes of Anthony Martin and those guys that have played as leg spinners in white ball cricket for West Indies cricket. I think that's a case of chalk and cheese. So we're back here live. You see Latif to continue from southern end. So the run rate slowly inching up to 6.5 over from here on in. See who's gonna put the foot on the gas. This one is punched away down to the long on region. Just manages one.
So north side future stars will still fancy themselves in the driver's seat, 65 for 2. The asking rate is still just around 6 runs per over, so it's not gone ahead by that much. They're still within reach. But this pool 9 team is a very good bowling unit.
So lots left to be desired because someone is going to have to come at the back end and start their bowling spell. Get these overs turned out of the way to see another thing.
The north side, Future Stars, not looking worried yet. They're still relaxed in the dugout. So they certainly know that they're in a very good position.
Latif again. So he's coming down the track and straight to the man at mid-wicket. That's a wicket. So Elliott coming to the party with a sharp catch. Much needed wicket here indeed, eh?
Very good wicket and a nonchalant celebration. Nonchalant. Well done from Elliott, the young fast bowler. All-rounder, in fact. Elliott himself bowled 2 overs for 11 runs. But Luke Latif, the old stager, gets the wicket. Big wicket here. Akil Guerra for 19. So the next batsman coming into the wicket with the number 23 in his back is Ramon Diaz. Ramon Diaz, a familiar name, former Argentine striker. Golden boot in the 1979 Under-20 World Cup. Same name, Ramon Diaz. He went on to coach River Plate. One of the famous
big
clubs
guy
in
is
Argentina.
Diaz. Let's see if he packs a punch from the recently concluded Dream 11 T10. There was Sidel Diaz who had some match-winning performances for the winners, the eventual winners, Steel Pan players. So let's just see, having a big number on his back, number 23. So Diaz comes to the wicket. Left-hander replacing another left-hander. So we see there's a cover point to the boundary. Sweeper, long off long and a deep. This one is punched nicely down to the long off fieldsman. They go through for a single and he's off and running immediately. So we see the dew now settling as the captain Mohammed with the famous towel stuck to his trousers. How has been the dew factor here thus far, Mr. Mason?
The dew haven't been really affecting here as much as we've seen in the past. What we have had is a rain and the wet outfield. This one on the stumps, on the middle stump actually, and Luke just runs across into the cover area, the vacant cover area, to pick up, to do his own fielding. Just see 3 runs on the wicket in this over so far.
So we see a good mixture of youth and elders in this pool 9 team. As you see Latif again, this one
drags this one to long on for 1. He will keep the strike, and it's the end of the over after 13. It's 68 for 3.
So let's not forget his cricket, lovely cricket here for the entire week at the Diego Martin Sporting Regional Complex. Some intriguing fixtures coming up.
Yes, intriguing. Coming up tomorrow, Tuesday the 23rd of July, is EYM, El Socorro Youth Movement. They have lost their previous 2 games. They will be playing against Barataria ball players who have won their previous 2 games. So the Barataria team will want to clinch one of the semi-final spots, and they will get very close, if not clinching it tomorrow. And then coming up the next day is Santa Cruz versus Queen's Park, which will be very interesting. Santa Cruz haven't been relegated to the 2nd division next season. They will want to do something before they go downstairs.
So we see a bowling change again, the return of Antonio Gonzalez. Let's see how he fares. He had 2 good overs up front, picking up a wicket. The onus is on him now to keep things a bit tight, as we see his captain is tight-lipped, getting those instructions out. So we see Gonzalez, right arm over the wicket, passes the umpire, and it looks like a slow delivery. Kera driving nicely down to long off, fields comes off the boundary with great throw back in. So, do you think that they will target Gonzalez here now?
Yes, they will target Gonzalez because they would need to get it up a little bit, but they're still not far off. The run rate is still close. So the asking rate is 659. The current run rate is 524. So they are not in a spot where they have to panic just yet. So they will look to target him, but at the same time, they would not be reckless. They don't need to be reckless.
Gonzalez, the ball to the new batsman. This one's a slow delivery. He has a bag of tricks up his sleeve. That is Antonio Gonzalez. See the bustling run-up.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that bristly, brisk, confident run-up going back to the top of his mark.
Looks like the school bully. That's for certain. So is Gonzalez again. Not a slow delivery here. I think he's a big guy. He's not going to get down there in a hurry.
That's a good delivery, actually. So he's bowling steady, bowling straight, bowling very accurate. So the cricket continues, as we mentioned, coming up on Thursday. Glenora and Paragon. That will be a very important game here for both teams. Now, Paragon, 2 wins. Glenora, 1 win, 1 loss. And Glenora last year's beaten finalists. They have to get past Paragon on Thursday to keep their hopes alive.
So you see the field, a backward square, middle wicket, long off, long on, and a cover on the boundary as Gonzalez again. Foolish delivery, there's a chance of a run out here.
I'm not sure because he didn't, it wasn't as sharp, it wasn't as clean, and I think that little fumble allowed the batter to get back in. Now we're going to get a very good view here.
It's a comedy of errors here. I think he missed.
And look
on
at
his
this.
First attempt, he was not in the fray.
Now, Amir would be blocking our view, but the umpire was right there. But there was a slight fumble that allowed Diaz to get back in.
I think it was more than a fumble, and it was a complete miss of the wicket. But who knows? This could be a tactical move to keep Diaz there. He's not gotten the ball away convincingly since coming to the crease.
Yes, just the 2 runs from the 4 balls. But Guerra, 32 from 34, captain's hand. And this could be the noisiest of the spectators have been for the week.
Gonzalez.
That's a good ball.
Very good delivery up in the block hole there. As we see the confident walk back to his mark there is Gonzalez. As we see the lovely supporters from the north side, Future Stars camp. They need to see some boundaries.
Yes, I would like to see the smiles on those faces kept there. And this one is hitting. He's asking a question. The throw was good, but Diaz, no problem. He's inside. And Antonio Gonzalez
is very animated. And the north side Future Stars will think this is a sight for sore eyes, as they probably saw a whale just roll ashore.
Well, that shout was a good shout, in fact, a very good shout. I could understand why he's so animated asking the question. Look at him go down.
So,
even the way he went down was animated.
So the required equation is 43 from 36 deliveries. So we're in for a game here. We're in for a cliffhanger. Let's see how it's going to go.
Going to be very close in this game here. The run.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
And it's straight through his hands. Goes for a KFC maximum. Boy, oh boy, that could be a costly miss. The pole 9 supporters and players slump to the ground. Kera mashing the X and putting some impetus. A pretty simple catch in the end. He was a couple yards off the boundary line. A short guy by stretch of the imagination, but it would have been a comfortable catch, Miss Ian.
Yeah, if it was you or I there, we could have reached that. We are not height challenged. We can get one.
So Kera moves up to 40 from 38 deliveries. I must say we are in for a game here. They're going to probably look to get a couple dot balls in here.
Yes, and I can see the run rate back down to 6.35 with that lofty hit from the big guy, the big fella, Kendall Guerra. It's an even Stevens game here.
See the stats of Kendall Guerra there, 40 from 38 deliveries with 2 maximums and 2 boundaries. So he has anchored this innings very well here. Captain's innings indeed. As we see the elder statesman Latif again. This one is punch to the cover region just for a single. I guess this is all that is required from Ramon Diaz at this point in time to get the well-set batsman in Guerra on strike, facing most of the deliveries. As the score moves up to 79 for 3. Latif again. So well pitched up delivery right in the block hole there. So let's not forget this is the 3rd edition of the Northzone T20 Festival. Let's see. Latif again. Kera coming down the track, advancing nicely, punches away.
Bring out the box of balls. We're going to see Stephanie Powers. Oh, it came back inside. So it's the end of the 15th over. It's 87 for 3. And because of those shots, the run rate is down to 5.4. That's the asking rate. So after comments from Darrell Williams, we'll be joined by the umps. Well, the partnership, 21 from 15. Ramon Diaz on 2. Guerra on 48. Ramon Diaz on 3, sorry. So So the asking rate 5.4 as we welcome umps back into the commentary booth. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. And can't forget the organizers and the spectators and the players that made the game so entertaining. I know as an umpire, any decision you make will not go down by someone. It would either go down good with the fielding team, if not the fielding team, the batting team. It will not go down good both ways. And the thing is about it, you put up your finger, and it's a drop catch. Now, can you blame the umpire for that? No, we didn't get any drops. Oh, and an easy catch. In the air, that's going. Flush hitting the fence at 6. So Guerra, no, that's Diaz. And that flies, the score flies to 93 for 3 with that 6. Ramon Diaz on 9. And the Pool 9 team, having beaten Queen's Park last Wednesday, they're going to look ahead to their next game against Savannah Boys. Northside Future Stars will join them on one win after they lost to Santa Cruz on Saturday. This one strong. Now, Northside Future Stars, although they would have lost their opening match, they should not be taken lightly or should not be underestimated, because this is a team that have had a good season. They have had a good season. When we look back at the 2 days was won by the EYM team. However, this Northside Stars finished second to EYM in the league. So El Socorro finished on top. Northside Future Stars was second. Savannah Boys were third. Paragon were fourth. So those are the top 4 teams in the Premier Division, the Senior Division in the North Zone. Then Glenora was 5th. Barataria Ball Players was 6th. Queen's Park was 7th. And Santa Cruz got relegated
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Guerra 2 away from his 50. He's on 48 from 41. Ramon Diaz on 10. 10 from 11. Diaz can reach just 5 runs per over to win from here. 16 overs gone. The 16 overs gone. We're in the 17th over. Now about to start the 17th over. To be bowled by Sean Sakan, who has yet to get a wicket for his 11 runs so far. She's watching the time. It's 9:53. It's a wide delivery. This kind of open things up a bit. In the air! It's going, let's go in, let's go in, let's go on for 6. So Ramon Diaz has brought up the team's 100, 101 for 3. He's on 16. Kendall Guerra, I'm not sure if he can get to his 50 now, but he's on 48. Yes, tomorrow's match, Tuesday, is EYM versus Barataria ball players. Now, EYM would have won the league and got promoted to National Premier 2. Right, so they are struggling here. They lost their opening 2 games, and they're playing against a Barataria ball players team that won the opening 2 games. They have a really tall order to do that this year. Already lost their 2 matches, and the ball players will not be an easy match tomorrow. Their tails are up, having won the opening 2 matches. But a nail biter will be on Thursday with Glenora and Paragon Sports. That will be a huge game on Thursday. Of course, and that's good save on the mid-wicket boundary. And the bowler shows some appreciation, and that's 50 for Kendall Guerra. And the North Coast supporters, the beautiful North Zone supporters, giving them some congratulations there. In the air, that goes a mile and 2 miles. That ball is gone. Certainly, you have to bring out the box of balls now. Look at them, look at them. She can't hold back that laugh. He signals 6. And it's 111 now. And they require just 3 runs to win. Definitely. Look at him, look at him, look at him go. Ramande, as he goes to 24, it's 111 for 3. So they require just 3 runs. And it's the way how they are going, it's just 1 hit away. Nicholas Elliott, none for 11. In the air! 1 bounce just in front of the fielder. They will hustle for 1. And they get another run. So the scores are tied. No, they didn't run the first run. So they're now getting the 2. So the overthrow allowed 2 runs. So the scores are now tied. In the air, it drops safe to get the run. In fact, that's the game. So Northside Future Stars, they wrap up this one. They wrap up this one by 7 wickets. Yes, and they did. Northside Future Stars win by 7 wickets. They get their win. They get their first win after they lost to Santa Cruz on the weekend. So that's a good win for them. And coming up next, they have Queen's Park. They would fancy themselves against Queen's Park, and they have Savannah Boys, which will be a very good game. But this confirms what we saw today. And this is some of the highlights. They started off very good in the field, actually. Pole 9. Imran Khan, his 4 overs, only conceded 16 runs. Antonio, really animated. Guerra was going real good, and he had some support, and that's it. Northside Future Stars winning by 7 wickets. We want to thank you for joining us, and thank you for being with us. And of course, we want to remind you tomorrow, the cricket continues with El Socorro Youth Movement. They will be playing against Barataria ball players. So we want to thank you once more. Thank you, and have a great night.